Thank you, Steven. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much for the tier 1, Mr. Voda. What's up, guys? How you guys doing? Hey, handsome. I see it's been a busy few days. It has been so busy. I think I'm missing like DMs. I don't know, man. Yesterday, I took some time to see some friends, and I passed out at like 9 o'clock. That's how tired I was. Seafoam, thank you so much for the tier 1, dude. Yeah, part 2 today. I have my haircut. Don't want to miss the giveaways. We might do something a little extra, 800 subs. And then 900 subs is the Keycult. It's a Keycult 165. Yeah, we have some pretty interesting stuff. There might be, like I said, a little something extra 800. So, Slurplays, thank you so much for the tier 1, man. Love you too, bro.
Love you.
Yo, Alex, hear me out. I think the orange short would be a banger merch. Believe it or not, listen, I don't want to get you guys hopes up yet because this color is not something, you can kind of see it. This color is not something I have seen very often, but yes, we're looking into it.
Happy Subathon.
We are.
Thank
you, dude. Slurpless, thanks again. Blackbrook, thank you so much for the tier 1. Quality, thank you. Shiny, thank you so much as well. Just Steven, thank you so much. Roddy, thank you so much as well, too, for the tier 1 for 19 months, bro. Come on. So nice. Let's go.
So
I think it
excited
just
for the
struck
tennis.
so close to my partner.
Thank you, man. Smile.
Oh, really? Yeah, today's a miserable day again. Today is super miserable. So I am, I don't know, man. Even yesterday was kind of like, dude, it was humid. It was muggy yesterday. It was not nice. Although it is kind of hot today. So if it gets too warm while I'm streaming, I'm probably going to turn the air conditioning on. Hope you're doing good, Cutie Pie. I'm excited for the Haven TKL. Any GV date info you have? You know what? Let me quickly message Kiwi because Kiwi at Key Spencer is organizing it. Kiwi. GV date for, I think it's next week. But I'm not too sure. Cracked Concept, thank you so much for continuing a gifted sub. Giveaways today. So, okay. At 900, that's the final one. I don't know why there's so many sub goal things here.
19 months. Sheesh.
Actually, why is there so many sub goal things here? Did I duplicate it by accident? I think I might have. Okay, at 900 is going to be the Keycult. I have something, it's not a gigantic thing, but it's something I think a lot of people want. So nice. That's the 800 one. So there's two more little ones. But yeah, what about 750 or 800? So 800 we have something, 750 there's nothing, because actually, hold on, was there something at 750? Hold on, let me double check. I don't think it was. I think it's just the Keycult left, and that's about it. Dude, I heard about the Ring of Power thing. 750, you can give away good vibes. 750 is a smooch with tongue. Okay, dude. I've been watching your VODs for a while. Finally get to catch one live. Hey, I'm glad you've been watching them, man. I have a bunch more we need to do for YouTube. I just haven't had the time to take photos and all that yet. So, yes, soon there will be a whole bunch of stuff coming up. A whole bunch of stuff. Let me double check something here quick. Nope, it's just the Keycult and the one last thing, 800. So at 800 we have something, and 900 we have something. And then if you guys somehow reach the last thing, which is seeing pictures of me when I was a kid, that's on you. Alex, there were any fireworks for you last night? There probably was. I just didn't. I mean, I don't know about you guys. I don't give a shit about fireworks. I don't care. They're just fireworks. I'll sit there and go ooh ah for 5 minutes, and I just don't care. I don't know. It's just not important for me to watch. You know, it's whatever. Tayway, thank you so much for the tier 1. So nice. Had to hydrate there.
Gifted a tier 1 sub to Jukesity.
Thank you, dude. Appreciate it. I'm just trying to see Cutie Pie Alex. What's some plates? What plate should I get for my Duality? So we're gonna we'll take a look at that here in a second. But for plates, I mean, I think the PC would be nice, or the Palm or whatever. This one here is already built for us. We'll drop something. I need to put some keycaps back on it, but. Damn. Benny, thank you so much for the 5 tier 1s, man. Really appreciate it, dude. But yeah, this one here looks like it fit better than the last Palm one that we had. There's no actually there is a little bit of warping on it, but it's very minor and it's not as aggressive as the last one. But I think that had to do something with shipping. Maybe it just got exposed to heat and cold air a little bit more than the other one did. Or the other one got exposed to more than this did, but We'll see. Melanie, thank you so much for the tier 1.
You're such a thoughtful, kind, and considerate person. I hope you're taking care of yourself, Alexotos.
I am. It's, I don't know. I've been trying to fix... Okay, there's a few things, like, we can talk a little bit. I don't have anything going on today because it's probably going to rain again, but I've been trying to, like, also work on portioning meal sizes better. Like, yesterday when we went out, so it was like a gathering of friends. I haven't seen them in forever. And then I wanted to get more food. Like, I don't go to restaurants very often. So I was like, oh, let me get, like, I wanted like 2 pounds of wings, some appetizer stuff. And I was like, you know what? Let me just get a pound of wings. And then, first of all, it's cheaper. Second of all, like, do I need to eat like all this food? And then I had it, still hungry for about 20, 30 minutes afterwards. But then you kind of like level off. Like once your brain kind of realizes you had food, I felt like myself level off. But I feel like that's the last week I've been trying to do that, like portion control and just like not overeating for the sake of just overeating. No, the thing is, it wasn't miserable at all, Kilo. It's just like you get that feeling of hunger for like 20, 30 minutes afterwards, and then it kind of like dials out, you know? It kind of like fades away. Oh man, it is hot. But yeah, that's really it. Hate the feeling of being overfull. And that's the other thing. The funny thing about all of this is I tend to actually feel worse when I have the amount of food that I feel like I want, because then afterwards I just feel like I need to sit down and let everything, like, I don't know, digest or something. It's really weird. Obviously, everyone's different. Everyone's going to be a bit different. But for me, I find when I overeat, I feel worse. And I don't feel as energetic. And I don't feel like as awake or like thoughtful or in the moment. You know what I mean? So it's tricky because I would love to stuff my face, but I get too tired. Dude, me too. I also feel that way. It's like crazy. Bogs you down for sure. Agree. Compliment for Hyatt Sam. You know what never bogs me down? Only ever lifts me up? Hyatt Sam, dude. And a pen pop? God damn. But Hyatt Sam, thanks for being a great person here. Where's my pen? Here it is. Thank you. Really appreciate everything you've been doing, dude. Speaking of overeating, I just had a burger and poutine. I think that's totally fine, though. I think a burger and poutine's okay. Like, maybe a little bit more than I would probably, like, go for at this current time, but I think that's totally fair. Like, you're going to have fries anyways with it. You know, poutine is not, like, crazy amount of extra. Whew. Spani copita? Are those like phyllo dough? I forget what's inside them. Like pastry type things. The more you put into yourself, the more energy your body needs to distribute to digest. It makes sense you feel better with less food. That's true too. Spinach and feta. Oh man, those are really good. Those are so good. I've had them. I always mispronounce what they're called though. All right. How am I feeling today? Very relaxed. I slept for dude, I don't know what it was. I think it was being social on Friday, like with you guys and streaming for like 5 hours. Then yesterday being social, and it wasn't so much that I didn't have a social battery left. I was just, dude, I just needed time, like to sit in bed and like I had at 9 o'clock. I just wanted to like sit down and just like vibe. And then also, yeah, I think the heat yesterday really got to me because when we were outside yesterday, I don't know if you guys have ever felt this, like when you're out on a hot day, like a super humid hot day, and you just sweat a lot, and then you come home and it's just like, you don't want to do anything. You don't want to sit in front of the computer. You just want to like relax because like the heat makes you feel exhausted. So that was pretty much how I felt yesterday. Heat exhaustion. Yeah, well, exactly that, yeah. Literally exactly that. All right. I actually do want to unbox the Haven first. I hope this is it. G-off? I think you broke the there it is. Jesus, dude. What the hell? All right. We'll do the 800 giveaway right now. Jeez, man. Huh? What the? Okay, we'll do the 800. Again, the 800 one is a little extra one that I threw in And it's not something that like I short stream and give this man a break. This is not something that like I truly planned, but so nice. Okay,
wild.
Where is it now? I was looking at it this morning. Okay, here it is. Okay, so basically the winner will have their choice. The winner will have their choice for this of what color they want, but it's something small. It's a little extra thing. And then the big one's at 900. The GIF was so strong it stream froze. Exactly, dude. Bob, thank you so much. Public, thank you so much for the Prime, and then I appreciate you guys. Hold on, I wasn't even prepared for this. Stream elements. Let me get that open again for you guys. Thank you, G. I appreciate you, man. Okay, so it's not gonna have artisans on it that you see, but I will include a few artisans with it. Some like metal ones from Selvin. So I'm not gonna tell you which ones. It's only gonna be like 2 or 3, but you guys will get to pick which treasure pad you win for this giveaway. Either the gunmetal one or the silver one. One has red feet, one has white feet. Like I said, I know it's something people have kind of been after, but I thought it would be a cool little giveaway to toss in there somewhere. But hold on, let me copy this and we'll do treasure macro pad. Oh, what'd I do? Did I switch scenes? All right, create and start. And we'll draw in like 5 minutes. Let me just write it down over here too. Treasure pad. Extra. Okay. Alex R. AI alts allowed? No using alts, guys. Come on. If I somehow find out that you guys are using alts, I'm gonna be pretty upset. Is it even open? Should be. Well, let me double check. Entries are going through. Yeah, entries are going through. I was actually, dude, I spent this box feels so gross, but I was actually reading this morning that like, open this mystery box. This is the, okay, I'm going off topic. I'll tell you guys the other story in a second, but this is the Haven TKL. Man, the original Haven that came out, I think it was a 65 that came out. That Haven was so popular. It's a beautiful looking keyboard, and I truly haven't seen too much about the TKL. This was just sent over by my friends at Key Spenceri. Like, they just sent this. They want me to take a look. So I don't really know too many details. They kind of just sent it, and Kiwi was just like, have fun. So we'll see. We'll see what this is. Has the Haven 65 been delivered yet? I don't know if it has. I gave away this 65 Haven. I know I gave that away. Whoever won that was like super happy about it, but okay. I think the box got a little jumbled up during shipping here because the box came like pretty destroyed. Put this over here. But we'll probably just do the Duality first and then I'll do this. It was like a little pull tab. How on earth did I open this? Oh yeah, definitely came a little bit jumbled up here. Oh, it doesn't go out all the way. It's stuck there. Does it go out all the way? Let me take this off. Oh no, the box is locked in place. Okay, so I just take it out like this. Oh, I get it. It's supposed to be like a little tray thing. Interesting. I don't know if I love the box. It's a box though, who cares? I'm worried about Kanata keys. John doesn't reply consistently on his Discord. Man, so nice. I am truly worried about a lot of vendors. So, okay, before I take a look at this and kind of unravel this and take a look at the bottom and stuff, all right, there's something I'm going to be doing. Also, Micah, thank you so much for the resub. Really appreciate it. And thank you guys for the follows. There's something I'm going to be doing, dude. Revised, like I already have a vendor list of people that I trust that I put like little stars next to. Revised list. Like I'm going to be making a list of...
Is that my favorite keyboard streamer?
Thanks, dude. Appreciate you, man. I'm going to be making a revised list of everything, like people that I shop from on a regular basis. And this is not sponsors. This is not anything. This is just people that I shop from. that I've had good experiences from. It's not going to mean that they can't do something like fishy in the future. Like, I can't predict that. I'm not a mind reader. But I will give you guys like a better list of people that I trust on my website. And I was thinking about putting that like somewhere in the middle, being like, you know, personal favorites or something like that. Because, dude, as much as I try to keep that list updated and like remove people that are kind of fishy, it just feels like it's becoming crazy, dude.
Man.
No, the artisans aren't staying on there. The artisans will be taken off. These I had commissioned. So I'll give you guys some Salvin artisans or something, but these I had commissioned and this took forever to come in. I just wish there were more Canadian vendors. I mean, we have a bunch that I feel like are really good. Duelist giveaway already happened, yeah. The only last one we have right now is the one that's currently running, and then the Keycult. Oh, this is pretty nice, actually. Hold on, let me get rid of this foam on the inside here. Whatever this thing is. Actually, you know what? Just leave it. Oh, okay. That back piece is pretty nice. So it's not really a departure too much about how the original Haven looked. Oh wow, that's actually really pretty. A lot of character on the side profile there. Wow. The original Haven had more of a shine to it on the backs. I think more of it was like PVD'd or polished or whatever. But this seems to have like a small polished piece underneath. And maybe they'll have different colors, I'm not too sure. Like I said, I didn't get too much information from Kiwi here, but it's like a PVD black version, which is kind of cool. I'm actually just gonna peel this off. I like this. Not for nothing, that's a nice detail. Wow. That is a really nice detail, actually. I like that a lot. This is really pretty. It was PVD'd on the 65, yeah. Like I said, I vaguely remember because I did give mine away. Top is very simple, very basic standard TKL. So the main thing is the side profile, the back piece over here, which is, I think, really pretty.
How's it going?
Yeah, this is nice. Aqua, thank you so much for the resub. Really appreciate you, dude. This is nice. What's interesting about this, and I don't know if there's pieces in the box for this or if this is like RGB. I thought that was actually stainless steel, but that's actually not. Sorry, my bad. I thought that was just a reflection of myself, but that's actually a hole in there. So it's probably maybe a polycarb piece or something. Interesting. Okay. Like I said, I don't have much info on this. So we'll build this today in a bit here. There's an accent somewhere. All right. We'll build this in a little bit. And then let's take a look at the duality. So we're going to swap out the plates and stuff. I'll give you guys another little sound test of the duality right now too. Actually, before I get into the duality, I want to just see the internals of the Haven. I forgot the Haven has one more box here. Envoy shipping this week. Oh, this box opens like this. Envoy does ship this week. Man, I hope you guys end up really liking your Envoys, dude. Actually, let's see how much. All right, let's draw the treasure macro pad. All right, macro pad. We're gonna close this in about 15 seconds. So if you guys haven't joined into the giveaway for the macro pad yet, remember you get to choose which color you want, and then I'll throw in a little bit of some metal artisans there, but I'll let you guys know which ones you guys get. All right, closing it in 3, 2, 1, closing. All right, we're gonna draw a winner now. Sleepy Dat. Congratulations, Sleepy. Message me on Twitch, and then what I'll do is I'll send everyone, we'll send everyone a little notification of when we actually draw or when I actually send out everything to you guys. So I'll give you guys like a little form you guys fill out. But Sleepy, congratulations, dude. Thanks for the anytime, dude. All right. So next on the agenda at 900 subs, we have the Keycult giveaway, and that's the final giveaway. That's like the big prize. The Keycult 165 in white and red. And that Keycult is actually themed out even with red switches that I had like made for it too and done all this other stuff. Geop, no, it's not. There is one more goal, but it's not really anything to give away. There's a final prize, which is seeing me as a kid, as a young teenager and early adult. That's the actual final prize, but that's later on. The only true goal? Oh my gosh. Oh, a half plate. Maybe I'll build. Oh no, I'm using 3-pin switches today. Let me see the PCB. I don't really want to build 3-pin switches with a half plate today, so I'll probably end up using... See, I don't mind this for flex cuts. I feel like this is a good balance. Just having 2 where the alpha rows are. The internal of the Haven is wiggly without plate foam. Wiggly without plate foam. Interesting. Final prize, Mustache Masterclass. Oh my gosh. Short, thank you so much for the resub. Also, Aqua, thank you again. Helicopter, thank you for the resub as well. Good afternoon to you too. Agent Purple, thank you. And Foe, thank you so much, dude. I really appreciate you, man. All right. Now let's get on to the Duality. So if you guys haven't seen the Duality, this is the Duality here. Freezer, thank you so much for the prime. This is the Duality here. I unfortunately do not have feet for this Duality, so I'm just gonna put this on here. We built this up already, and it ended up sounding, I'm not gonna lie, pretty deep. Deeper than I expected it to sound, but I preferred the O-ring with the aluminum plate. Beautiful side profile. Again, we've already looked at this. The full VOD for the last one is already available on Twitch, but pretty nice. Now, a few updates that Streamline sent me this morning is the MOQ got hit, so this is gonna get made, which is awesome. And then also he took everything that we talked about, Streamline took it all, and he already has worked on it. So basically the few things that he's already done is, where is it? Revisions to the weight, because we had problems taking that out. It's not the most conducive thing to take out in the world. It's kind of awkward and tricky. And then also the JST placement / channel is also being worked on too, which is awesome. Which means that the final product of this build will only get better. Love when vendors take feedback and make revisions. You want to know something funny about that? Like, this is not on the low key. This is like on the high key. Sometimes people will actually consult with me and even pay me to consult with them. And this is not even on stream. I'll give them all my feedback and they take nothing of what I said for the keyboards. And it just, like, sometimes it's like objectively good things. And it's not that I know best or something like that, but it just kind of feels like pointless to even consult with someone if you're not going to make changes. I don't know. Like, I consulted with someone telling them that I feel like they could have, I forget what it was. Like, it was like placement of something on the internals. I think it was a JST connector. And I said, this is really awkward to put in when I did the build off stream. And they just looked at me. They're like, well, unfortunately, that's the way it has to be because it will cost too much to make more revisions. And I'm like, why am I doing this? So it's like that friend that asks you for advice and then does the complete opposite. Yes, sir. AT Banana Man, thank you so much,
Banana
dude.
Man gifted a tier 1 sub to Cheek Smell.
Thank you, man. Do you guys like the bottom? Man, there's something so delightful about looking at these, like, very gentle curves. Like, whew. They're super gentle. Like, I like them a lot, man. Someone honked outside. Love that. Colors are similar to yours. I also can't stress enough how cool it is to have a powder coat on the bottom and then an ano on the top. It gives you a different texture and feel for both the top and the bottom, which I think is really, really awesome too. I want to look at your gentle curves. Huh? Did you get the astral top? Yeah, we're going to look at that right now too. I have it right here. I have it right here. Although I do think I need to take out the accent. There's the astral top. All right, let's take this apart and then let's work on the other thing here. Let's just put this here for the time being and let me get my screwdriver kit. Oh man, I was doing a Milmax socket job thingy for a client yesterday. And oh man, the Milmax sockets that they had sent me, and mind you, this was just for a little 40%, so thank God it wasn't that big. So nice. But they wanted certain sockets. They bought sockets, sent it to me, and the sockets they sent, I think they got scammed. Luckily, I have tons of spare sockets. I felt so bad for this person. I haven't even emailed them yet saying their sockets were not bad, like not good. So their sockets, the moment I pushed them into the PCB, and I think that's what I was like flinging away earlier. Yeah, they were disintegrating the moment I put them into the PC. Like they would fall apart. It was so weird, dude. I've never seen that before. Like literally like shattering into pieces. And then I grabbed my own sockets. I'm like, is this the board or is this just me? And then no, they were going in fine. But it was so weird. Have you seen the Mexico drama? I have. And at this point here, I don't know if there's any more I can contribute to my thoughts. I mean, realistically, there's probably not much I can contribute at all at this point. Other than, like, this has been happening way too often, and I feel that I personally am disappointed in customers, and not customers, sorry, things who do this to their customers, vendors. I guess, I don't know, man. Like, a part of me still doesn't understand it all. Like, I just don't get it, and I don't think I'll ever get it. Like, I think there has to be a personal level to this that they fucked up on to make the business sour. Because this isn't just like they messed up on a group buy. This is like, yeah, just exactly what Phoenix said. It's a mismanagement of money. And it seems like it's a widespread case of it on their part. So, if you can about Desk Hero. Did you send me, Kenny, something? Hold on, let me see. What did Kenny send me? Oh, you know, I don't know if that's true. I don't even know what that is. I think that might be their old shop link. Because I remember Desk Hero having a .shop link. But yeah, I don't know if I would shop from the deskhero.shop. Just shop from deskhero.ca. I don't know if it's like another attempt at people scamming. I need to reach out to... Actually, let me do that right now. I'll do that literally for you guys right now. Is it for the US? Okay. I'll confirm for you guys anyways. Like, I'm pretty positive it's a real link. I don't remember what exactly it's for, but if you guys are from Canada, just shop from .ca. I remember seeing that URL in some sort of spreadsheet that I got for something. Posture check, got you, dude. Mirage Envoy with silver weight and accents, carbon fiber plate, GMK keycaps, and oil kings. What do you think of the sound profile will be? Similar to the Envoy you made for Aussie? I think I ended up putting a piece of foam in there for Aussie Antics, Quest Plays. I'm pretty positive I did. Like 90% sure I did. So I would also grab foam and just see how it feels to you and see if you like it. Desk Hero has some good sales. Yes, they're one of our sponsors here too. I've known Desk Hero actually longer than I've known any other vendor in the community, because at one point Desk Hero actually was in the audio hobby. That's why they still have audio stuff, which is actually pretty cool when you think about it. But they've been around for a long time. Like I said, that's probably the oldest vendor that I know. And they're Canadian too, which is pretty cool. It is very cool, yeah. What mounts are you running on the Duality? Currently, we are running the, I think it's the O-ring, I think it's the 50A or something. But if you guys want to see the full sound test of this and all, you know, the goodness of this sound, it's from the last VOD. I would suggest taking a look at it. The only thing I said, the last big change that I think is already confirmed is going to be fixed is the screws being magnetic. So I think there are going to be magnetic screws indeed for this. Because they're a little awkward to get out when the O-ring's in, because the O-ring kind of blocks the way there. There we go. Should have it there. Perfect. Magnetic screws, incoming for sure. Perfect, Streamline. Perfect. All right. Let's move this out of our way. Was planning to get foam kit. Only difference was mine is the Oil Kings instead of Speed Silvers. It should be relatively the same, I would say. Like, I would say it'd be pretty close to what I built there. Rich, thank you so much for the 5 tier 1s, man. I appreciate that, dude. Thank you, thank you. That means a lot. Thank you so much, man. I hope you're having a good day, dude. Let's move these to the side. If you were to make a list of your top 5 switches, what would it be? My top 5 switches? Another bit. I'm really into cream sodas / obscura switches. I think they're kind of on the same level to me because they both feel and sound very similar. KTT Roses, definitely up there. Probably the #1 spot is KTT Roses. I really like the Cherry Nixies lately. I think they've been really awesome. What else have I been really into? GAT cap switches, man. I know we're using some cap switches today. Low-key cap switches, I feel like they're the underdog in this whole list that I'm about to give you. I don't see enough people using them, and I think they're a super unique switch. I think they're awesome. And then what else would I put up there? I mean, the Akko switches, I believe, aren't they still KTT? So technically it's the same thing. Double TKL Sunday, yes sir. We're doubling it up today. I'll put the Bloodline top back in the box. Let's take this guy. Dang, it's deep. Yeah, dude, the cap switches are surprisingly deep, but they can also be like, depending on how you lube them, I'd say like rather clacky too. Akko CS pianos are pretty great. Yeah, I don't know what I'd pick for a 5th choice. If you want to fit, this is a very broad thing I'm about to say, but like, I think Gatoron switches are, as a whole, are really up there for me, like in what I like. So I would pick Gatoron switches. I know it seems really like all over the place. If anything, probably milky top switches from Gatoron tend to lean towards my favorite ones, but Oil Kings are nice too. My problem with Oil Kings is the lubricant that they put on as a stock lube, I feel is the weakest out of a lot of the more recent releases for pre-lubed stuff. I don't think it's that good. It's a nice color. All right. Now, I want to top mount this. Do I want to top mount this? I think I do. Where's the little screw bag?
My grandmother called me and just told me she locked herself out of her car but doesn't want me to come pick her up and doesn't want me to call a locksmith. She just called to say she's learning how to break into a car on YouTube and she'll be home late.
Dude, that's awesome that she wants to do that though and learn, but I think you should definitely go help. W grandma. Dude, it's so funny because it's so random. It's like, don't worry, got it, looking it up on YouTube. What a stud. That's funny, man. That is funny. It's so random, man. All right, where are the screws for this? The top mount. I had a little screw bag for this at one point. Oh, no, it's not top mount, rather. It's, I'm going crazy. It's not top mount. It's tadpole, which is basically, I feel like it's the same thing. Hi, Alex. Tried the GAT V2 stab. It works perfectly fine. GAT V2 stabs probably are really good overall. I haven't really tried GAT V2 stabs in a while. I've always thought that GAT stabs are good, just I don't really try them that often. Should I buy 2 envoys or 1 envoy? I mean, I personally don't care for the QK 60. Was it the 65? Which one's the 65? The only QK that I liked in recent memory is the 80 after the PCB revisions. And this, probably the 60. But the other ones I didn't really care for. Have you tried London fog switches? I have. I think they also benefit from an additional kind of lubing process as well. Darko, thank you so much for the tier 1, dude.
Imvco gifted a tier 1 sub to Hot Dog Fox.
Thank you, dude. Appreciate you, man. By the way, I don't know what artisan this is, Streamline, but this is really pretty. And low-key, I was looking at this before stream. It just makes me want to get back into artisans, but I also don't want to get into artisans again, you know? Like, it's just way too expensive of a sub-hobby within a hobby. But it does make me want to get back into it. Like, look how cool that artisan looks. Oh, man. Resin hell, resin hell? No, man, I'm done with that. How about you get back into IEMs? I don't even want to talk about that right now. Oh, this top fits this so perfectly. This is hot. Okay. I low-key want to get back into IEMs, dude. But the first thing, where's my thing that I have to show you guys? My first task in IEMs is to fix these. Unfortunately, it's hard to see. I'm not going to bother zooming in to show you guys, but the pin inside my Sony IERs broke. And these are like top tier IEMs. I treat my IEMs very carefully. And this is not the first time IEMs have like just disintegrated and just like, so these were a gift a long time ago, Mike, but I think we had got them on sale. I think it ended up being about $1,400. And I think the regular price was $2,500 Canadian. This is the most expensive pair that I have. And it's also a pair that lasted me barely a year before they broke. A little over a year. And the only set of IEMs that I would say that have been worth the money when I was into them was the ones I have in my ear currently. All the other ones I've gotten over the last few years have just like died, just like the plastics like disintegrate, like it's the whatever, the resin of it. It's also one of the other reasons why I kind of don't want to get into IEMs again. So until I get these repaired, because these are going to probably cost me lots to repair, and I've been lacking. I've been sitting on my desk for weeks. I am not touching IEMs anymore. The Andromedas, the Campfires have lasted me years. Years. And they're the nicest sounding ones that I have. I'm leaving those. Those are the ones that I'm going to keep for a long time. But anything else, and honestly, I can't even afford to get back into the IEM hobby at this point. I am not touching at all because it's just too expensive for IEMs. I would probably, if I was to get back into it, I would probably want to look at some of the more inexpensive IEMs because they seem like they'd be really fun to take a look at. Paint is bubbling and chipping away. That seems to be a very common issue with IEMs these days. And again, it's just, I don't want to buy something to have it temporarily. You know what I mean? Just put a casual 3K on Noble IEM. Did you buy Nobles?
Elquan gifted a tier 1 sub to Arigato Roboto. They have given 95 gift subs in the channel.
Thank you, Elquan. Appreciate you, bro. What did my stab tier list? There's only, okay, I'm going to give you a tier list of 5 stabilizers. You ready for this? I'm going to hit you with all 5, all at once. Number 1 spot, cherry clip-ins. Number 2 spot, cherry clip-ins. Number 3 spot, cherry clip-ins. Number 4 spot, cherry clip-ins. Number 5 spot, Durock. Everything else is kind of whatever. I wouldn't bother with them. Just cherry clip-ins, man. That's it. Imposter number 5. Where do cherry snap-ins? Cherry snap-ins? What are cherry snap-ins? Cherry clip-ins forever? Feels longer than 8 months? Ancient. What's going on, bro? It does feel longer. Durock over TX is crazy. Can you explain? I think... Okay. I'm going to pause the music. Let's talk about this for 1 second. We can put this together. I'm not going anywhere today. I hope you guys have some time to chill with me today and we can just talk, like, seriously speaking, it's not even about the TX stabs not being good. When I'm buying something, anything in this world, and we just talked about this with IEMs, the number one thing, if I'm going to spend money, if I'm going to spend premium on something, I want consistency. So when I'm buying, and this is not just me making up things. I've had clients, I've purchased my own, TX, the new AP ones. And when I see that, I think we did the math, ended up being 33%. Even if it was 25% of them that we've received. I know it seems like not a huge batch, but like out of like the 15 that I've got, whatever, 25% of them were inconsistent. And I had to replace them with cherry clip-ins. And it's not like I'm lubing them different. I've been lubing stabs for a long time. You know, and I've done all the batches the same. I've even tried doing it a little differently and they still don't work. But when they're not consistent, they tend to lose me as a client. Like, I don't want to buy them anymore. I don't want to recommend them because I know that I'm going to have problems with them. Or I know that if I have to sit there and like tweak and mod them to make them work, it just doesn't make sense.
1LL0N gifted a tier 1 sub.
Hakab, thank you so much, man. I appreciate the gift there, bro. Thank you. So when I'm looking at clip-in stabs, you know, when I need a clip-in stab and I'm told, hey, do you want to go with cherries, which are much cheaper, or do you want to go with TX stabs, which are a bit more of a premium, I fail to see why I'm paying a premium for a TX stabilizer. And again, as a paying customer, if I fail to see why I'm paying a premium, why am I paying a premium? Like, why am I going to do that to myself? So nice.
Zach_1310
Thank you, Zach. Appreciate you, man.
Gifted a tier 1 sub to Pow the CO Pow.
Thank you, dude. I appreciate that, man. So again, like, why would I do that to myself? Why would I pay the premium for stabilizers that, to me, as of this moment, again, low quantity of test samples here, but like about 15 units, and let's just say a quarter of them have a problem. Like, why would I do that to myself? So when I'm recommending things to you guys, I'm going to recommend the stuff that's worked 100% of the time. I think out of all the years I've used cherry clip-ins, I've had one batch, one set of stabs. I think the plastic was really disintegrated somehow. I don't know what happened to it. It could have even been a really old pack of stabs, but it just like disintegrated in my hands. That was it. The Durock stabs, I still to this day don't know why people still have issues with them. I've never had an issue with Durock stabs when I need to use screw-in stabilizers. But the cherry clip-ins and the Durock stabs are the number one thing I could recommend you guys. The stabies are okay. Like, I've had my fair share of weird issues with stabies. I've never used cherry screw-ins, at least I don't remember. The QMX stabs, I've used 2 whole bags of them. Both of them seemed okay, but I can't really sit here and confidently say that I've used a lot of QMX stuff. The owl stabs, and like the only thing that you're gonna see with the consistency side of things is if the wires are screwed up on owl stabs, then you're screwed because you can't bend those back. But if they come perfect, then it's like the best stabs you can possibly get. C3 stabs need a lot of extra tuning and extra love. And I also find that the consistency with tuning them, if you don't get it exactly right, people seem to be very unhappy with them. And for me, C3 is totally fine. But for the person who is, maybe picking a set of a C3 and is like, well, these don't work for me, like, that's who I'm talking for. I'll give you 5 subs if you show us other configs of Envoy. I don't think I have anything prepped for you guys. I mean, I have the stuff that I've made. I'm gonna be doing banana. You don't have to bribe me with making more content like that. I got you, bro. But I'm gonna be doing another mode build, like an Envoy build, because I think I have 1 spare PCB and 1 spare plate. I'll be doing another one in mid-July, or maybe later July. And then I don't know what I'm going to pick for it yet, but we'll do it a little different than we've normally done. Where's the DN wireless stabs? Those are actually, that's actually top spot, bro. If you can get yourself a set of DN stabs, the wireless ones, those are probably the best stabs I've ever tried. Actually the best, bro. So yeah, if you can get yourself those, again, very rare stabilizer. Very rare stabilizer. Wireless stabs always out of stock. Yeah, man. The set that you guys gave me years back, crazy. Wireless DN sounds, stabs sound nutty. It's true. 2.4 gigahertz stabs. Yeah, they work real well. Unbeatable, to be honest. Anyways, isn't the wire the point? That's wild. I thought DN stabs sounded like balls. They could. Anyways, though, to kind of, again, clarify with you guys, it's not that I dislike TX. It's not that I dislike anybody, who's making these things. Again, it's just consistency. And when I have to sit here and recommend to people who trust me what I'm going to recommend, I'm going to recommend the most consistent thing possible. I hope that makes sense. And this is no offense to anyone who likes certain things, but Rev 3, I think Rev 3 had issue, did they not? I think Rev 3 still had issues. Can I reuse my TX stabs on my mode 65 and my Envoy? I mean, yeah, why not? I don't see why you couldn't do that. Me nervously putting on TX stabs right now. Just take your time with them. There are small little tricks and tips you can do to make them sound better, and just like, if there is an issue, which we can go into, but it's just like little minuscule things. My most recent example of the TX stabs is I did a build for Blur. I don't know if he's in chat today, but we did that whole big batch of things for Blur. He sent 3 sets of TX stabs, and 2 of the sets were fine. Or one of the sets was completely fine, rather. The set I put in the, and this is sad, the unicorn was bad. Like it didn't actuate properly, no matter what I did. And the way I had to fix it was tilting the stabs to like the side a little bit more. And it's just, it was not conducive to a good experience to me. And I was like, you know what? Like, I need to just take these things out because I don't want these to shift back. Because I had put like a little wedge underneath. I was like, no, this is not okay. Like, I am not sending this to the client like this. So I took them out and I put cherry stabs inside. And cherry stabs worked the very first time I put them in. And I used it for 24 hours. They were consistent. I did it. Great.
Alex, did you rebuild the other Duality you did a week or 2 ago? What did you do differently with this one?
This is already pre-done with Zaku switches. So these are a long pull switch. The last one we had used the aluminum plate with the other switches that they gave us, which are... What are these again? These are a Franken switch, I think. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I don't remember what these are. I think they're... Streamline, what are these again? Cthulhu's? Cthulhu's. I think so. And they're Cthulhu's, yeah. These are with Zaku's. This is the original config I wanted to try, but we could not try it the other week when we did the Duality. The Duality had the same plate, but that plate there, I think it was exposed to some elements, and unfortunately it was larger than, or smaller or larger, I don't know. It shrank or grew, I don't remember which one it was. It didn't work because it didn't actually sit on the PCB okay. Unfortunate, but not much I can really do, not much Streamlight can do. Something that he might have to look into for the future, but I've seen this happen with Palm before. It's just a thing that happens. But this is Palm, and this is with Zaku's, and this is with the, what are they called? Tadpole mounts. So this is, again, the config I wanted to try, because I had a feeling I would love this config. I really liked the tadpole mount, tadpole with the aluminum, and I thought the O-ring in the aluminum sounded really nice. They were really deep sounding board with this. I thought this was awesome, pretty unique sound signature. Don't really see too many boards with that particular layer of things work that way. But this is the one I really wanted to try. So these are Zaku's plus Palm. And this is, there's no foam, no nothing. With the, I think there's only one set. I don't think there's going to be multiple offerings of tadpole mounts for durometers. But here's what this is going to sound like now. So I'll give you guys a little HJ test. Yeah, this is... Oh, this is nice.
Hope you're having a good day, my guy.
I think I prefer this the most out of everything. I wanted to build this original, like I said. Maybe where this falls short ever so slightly is I think I did prefer the O-ring for the mods. It made the mods sound a little bit more full. But I think the alpha is in the space bar, so not the other modifiers. Yeah, I don't really love the shift on this one. But I mean, this is not really, this particular key to me is not a big deal. The shift sounds good on the left side. Seems to be kind of over here where the cross section is in the TKL, which is kind of what I've seen sometimes with top mount boards or tadpole mount it. But that's way nicer. It comes across a lot more like lively than the O-ring on the aluminum. Could also be the switches too. You can kind of get a sense of what this sounded like too outside. It was just a lot deeper. Nothing wrong with that. I think this is still my preferred. This is a mellow keyboard if I've ever heard one. So pleasant. The whole board does lean a lot deeper. Like, I don't think this sounds as crispy and as clacky, which is not a bad thing, as something like the Envoy or some of the other builds that we've done. But this whole thing leans a lot deeper. How is this deeper? Okay, listen in comparison to the Envoy. Here, listen. They're both using long pull switches. I don't care what anyone says. Long pull switches all kind of have the same sound signature. Listen. This is way brighter. So just so you guys can kind of tell the difference, right? Def deeper? Yeah, it's definitely deeper. So this is leaning towards that deeper sound. And again, it's all preference. You know, like for me, in my head, like I think both sound great. I would use both of them because they both provide me a different sound signature. Albeit, I already know people are probably going to say they don't sound like too different. But I can hear the difference. To me, it's like night and day. Like I can 100% tell a difference. And I've had people tell me that all keyboards sound the same, and I get that. Like some people are just, everyone hears things a little different too, right? How's the side profile look on this guy? All right, well, I think I actually prefer the Astral top more than I prefer the Bloodline top. This is more my style. I think this looks really nice. This kind of, again, I kind of look at what also reflects in the light better, like what looks better in certain lighting conditions. This looks, to me, I like this color way better. Obviously, this is completely preference-based. It's not like it's a different shape or anything. I just like the way it looks better. That curve, yeah, this is really pretty. Extremely pretty board. Yeah, I think this board's solid. I don't think there's anything I would... Obviously, I've already stated my changes in the last stream. There's 3 things total, I think, that were really important to me to get changed. I think Streamline already addressed all 3. But no, this is nice. Very well... Like, I just think this keyboard was designed really well, like, aesthetically. Beautiful. You can tell there's more nuances in sound in person, too. Yeah, I mean, you know another thing, too, that people don't really get, too? If you're listening to this on speakers right now, I guarantee you this whole stream sounds like I'm talking shit out of my ass. Like, it probably talks like... It sounds like I'm talking like bullshit to you guys. But if you guys have headphones, then it becomes a little bit more noticeable. I'm using a very good microphone, but it doesn't really matter because depending on what you guys are listening to, like, dude, I've listened to streams on my phone and I'm like, bro, what are we building today? This all sounds the same because it doesn't really distinguish very well, but it depends on what you're listening to. Listening on my iPhone speakers, yeah, sometimes even on iPhone speakers, you can't tell the difference. Nice. I can hear a big difference. Oh, then that's good then. Honestly, I hear everything off my phone speakers perfectly. I can tell the difference. Oh, that's good then. With me, I can't. I'm bad
prettier
with it.
than that side profile is your smile.
Oh my, dude, wait a second. Ivan, that was... You got the riz, bro. Come on. Holy. Also, thank you, Ivan. I appreciate that. Philip from earlier and K Meyer, thank you guys so much for the subs. We're 47 away from the big giveaway. And then if you guys really feel like pushing to the very end, there's the other giveaway past that too, which is seeing me as a teenager, basically. There's a lot of photos. A lot. All right, it's time for the Haven now, guys. We're going to be taking a little look-sees at the Haven. Actually, I wanted to see the PCB one more time for this guy. I have a $3,000 or $3K studio monitor and expensive IEMs as well. You know what I was really disappointed, speaking of monitor? I know you're talking about like speakers. I thought Apple was going to release the... Do I want to do hot swap today? Sorry guys, I'm going to think to myself here. What is this? Do I want to do hot swap today or do I want to do solder? Nah, let's do solder. Let's do solder. Hot swap would be easier. What plate? Well, I can't do half plate. I didn't realize this had a half plate in it or else I wouldn't have picked 3-pin switches. Because I would have done half plate. But I don't even think I have switches that are ready to go for this because I got Gatoron cap switches prepped for this today. We got some screws. I should move this to the side too. I'm thinking aluminum as well. I think alu might be the go-to for me here. Ooh, is that going to be a thinner PCB? Am I going to have problems with my cherry stabs I picked today? We shall see in a second, I guess. Yeah, we probably are. Okay, let me go grab some 1.2 mil stabs then. What is this? What do you think of Apple? Oh, okay. I'm really kind of disappointed that Apple didn't... I thought they were going to make new revisions to their monitors this year, but it seems like they put that all on the back burner from what I understand. So a little disappointed because I was really hoping... I mean, I love my Apple Studio monitor. I think it's the best monitor I've ever had. I don't care for a refresh rate on this, but if they add a refresh rate, I mean, that'd be really cool, but this is by far the best thing. I told you they weren't. I know, I was so sad. Like, I thought they would because they mentioned they were going to think about doing it, but... They did. It's $3,500 and strapped to your face. That's true, too. It's the Apple VR thing this year. You know what, though, Nefarious? To be honest, this is just me. And obviously, you need to have a purpose for this. The studio monitor, I think what starts at... I don't know what it is US, but I think if Canadian, it's about $1,500, $1,400, right? Ulu, thank you. Ulas, thank you so much for the tier 1, man. I appreciate that, dude. Thank you, thank you. Seriously, man. That means a lot. Thank you very much. But for a monitor of, like, the colors are insanely accurate, the 5K resolution on it's, like, gorgeous, the glossy display, it's glass opposed to, like, that cheapy plastic shit. It has beautiful built-in speakers, too. The stuff that I got in the box for this, I agree. At first, I was like, man, this is kind of pricey. But then when I was looking at the price of good monitors outside that had kind of similar specs and, like, it gets kind of still expensive. Glossy monitors should be more common. They look so much better. I agree with that, dude. Do you know how much I agree with that? I still to this day, like, don't get why it's so hard to offer a glossy display. I think there's like one gaming company doing glossy displays. And what's funny about that is I have tons of lights in this room. Don't have a problem. I have a matte display. and like for the gaming computer that reflects light, and the way it blooms all the light that it reflects, it's so annoying. Alienware has a glossy display? No way they do. I thought they didn't do glossy stuff. Huh. I need to get 1.2 mil stabs. Apple, I very rarely worry. For which one? Sorry.
Apple leaks saying they were going to postpone new monitor until next year.
Slurplace, DM me what you said. I took it off my headphones. DM me. I'll read it. DM me right now. I upgraded from a matte gaming monitor to LG. I took off my headphones for 1 second. Rip points. No, I'll read it out loud for Slurplace. How many subs to use the PE sheet? Man, if I did that, if I gave you a number. No, I'm not going to do that, guys. We're not going to do that today. No way. 1,000. Yeah. No. Listen, we're not going to do that. No. I'm not giving you any numbers. It's just going to be, you guys are going to hear it and you're going to go, oh, that's PE foam. Apple leaks said they'll postpone the monitor production and release it until next year. I mean, that kind of makes, that's also what I read too, Slurpless. Like, that makes sense. Started off at 500. Favorite switch for the Keycult 165? I think a lot of switches work actually really well for the 165. It's more the 265 that I feel like only long poles work well for that. But I think you're good to go with whatever. I suck at opening these things. Edward, thank you so much for the tier 1, man.
I'm gonna sign off for now. Have a great stream, my Alex.
Thank you, dude. I hope you have a good night, man. All right, take care. Love the stuff you've been doing too, man. It's all awesome. Sorry, I'm just gonna double check to see if this is actually a 1.2 mil. Yep, it is. Okay, so I do have to use 1.2 mil stabs. It's okay. It's okay. Still using Zen's up? No, they broke. As much as I really loved the sign profile, they broke. I'm really sad about that. The Mangard Zen's up broke. And then the other ones that I had to, the only other like mid-tier, I still think they're expensive, but like, I think it's like $400 or $500 IEM broke too. So I just have stopped using most of my IEMs except for these. 2 gamers, thank you so much for the gifted, bro. I appreciate you.
2_gamers gifted a tier 1 sub to Jeffafafafafa.
Dude, the way that it read that, Jeffafafafafa, that was pretty good. I don't know why that got me. That was good. Does the Haven come with stabs? No, it does not, unfortunately. I wish more keyboard kits would come with stabilizers. I think that would be a nice little addition. Any Steam summer sales you're looking at? No, I haven't been playing anything. The only thing I've been playing is Apex. I don't even feel like getting into a rant about Diablo right now because I don't know. I feel like it goes nowhere. I mean, I have Elden Ring, so I don't need to play it, but if you guys haven't played Elden Ring, genuinely play that, dude. Lanes, thank you so much for the tier 1.
Laneston gifted a tier 1 sub to Alexis My Daddy 69. They have given 6 gift subs in the channel.
Who'd you gift that to? Alex is my daddy 69, huh? What? Huh? What the? Any Zelda enjoyers? That game's on my list too. I would like to start playing Zelda, but I don't feel like getting sucked into a game right now. I feel like the amount of time I put into Apex, which is like maybe an hour a day, is like just perfect. But I know if I start playing Zelda, I'm gonna get sucked in and it's just gonna be hours. And then I'm gonna look at the clock and go, oh look, I did nothing today. You'll get sucked in? Yeah, yeah. And I heard the new one's really good. Like, is it true? From what I read, a lot of people said they prefer it over Breath of the Wild? That's what I heard. I heard it's really good.
So nice.
Dude, is it Exesia? Thank you so much for the prime. I really appreciate that, dude. Thank you, thank you. What cheapish camera do you recommend? What's the budget? Like, what do we consider cheap? Because me personally, I think under 1,000 is like the sweet spot where you can get tons of good stuff. And then also, if you buy used, you can get stuff for dirt cheap, like under $500 sometimes. I recommend, if you're going to look for my personal preference, get like an XT20. You can find it used, XT30s even, and then get yourself just a kit lens. I'm pretty positive people have told me they got that for under $500 used. What's better, Valorant or Apex? Definitely not Valorant. Definitely Apex. I have a bias against multiplayer Riot games. I love playing TFT, but man, oh my god. Okay, who here plays TFT? Who here plays TFT? No, I don't think I'm ever going to stream Apex. I've tried playing video games and streaming them, but I'm so bad at it. Dude, okay. I guess everyone's kind of familiar with the new season that's going on. The new season, you get to pick, like, collectively as a group. You have to kind of, like, you know, go pick which thing you're going to vote on to see what the buff is. I say buff in quotations for the map, right? The other day we were playing a ranked match.
Played like 300 hours of Zelda and still haven't even touched the campaign, too busy building
300
mechas
hours?
and terrorizing the world.
The new one, Slurpus? But the new thing, that's the new mechanic. You have to pick which one it is. Didn't someone pick as a joke on a ranked match?
Have you watched The Bear?
Yes, it's so good. Someone picked the no power-ups for the map. It was the most boring game I've ever played. And it was just like, they said they were trolling, and they're like, haha, it was a joke, and they left the map. They just like left, they quit, because they didn't even want it. So boring. But yeah, the bear is super good, dude. You know what else is really good? It's like a food-related one. What was the one called? Was it The Menu? The Menu was good. If you guys haven't watched The Menu, that was really good. I think you guys recommended me The Menu. You guys are really good with movies and all that stuff. I need to watch Severance still. We started it and then we stopped watching it. You should watch Righteous Gemstones. What's that one there about? I'm playing The Last of Us 2 right now. Oh man, I've only ever played The Last of Us 1 briefly. Because I don't have a console, right? When's it coming out for PC? Watch Foundation? What's that about? Is The Menu the one with a bit of a mind? I don't know how to describe The Menu. It's basically, they go to this island. They have like a testing of this, like, I think it's an island. Of this, like, famous chef's, I guess, stuff that he makes. And then some stuff happens. It's really good. Oh, it's out on PC? Oh, I need to play it today then. Maybe that's the game I'll pick up. Is it on sale? Apple does really good series. Dude, like, honestly, agree with you, man. I've been preferring Apple TV's stuff than Netflix and Amazon's. It just seems like, I don't want to say more effort's put into it, but it just seems like the storylines are more cohesive and just like everything's better. HBO, no. I don't know what's on HBO even. I don't think I've ever had HBO. Silo on Apple TV is fantastic. We need to finish watching it, yeah. Apparently Last of Us 2 PC port got a lot of flack for being bad. Oh, really? Wonder why that is. Silo is so good. Yeah, I need to watch. Did the giveaway happen at 850? There's no giveaways at 850. The next giveaway is 900. That's the last giveaway we have. It's the Keycult number 165 in white and red. And then the only other thing past that is the pictures of me when I was a teenager. And you guys get to see young Alex with no beard and stuff like that. Edgy Alex. Alex, you're my number one. Solid. Too kind, dude. Watch C on Apple TV. It's a world where everyone is blind. Oh, watch that one there. That's with is it with Jason Momoa? I think that was so good. I really liked that. First impressions of the Haven. It's very pretty, but that's all I can really tell you so far. I like what's in the box. Seems to come with a lot too. So I like that it came with a solderable PCB. A lot of options we get to pick from, which I like. Who rated? Manic. How are you doing? How's life? What's going on?
So nice.
Hey Alex and chat, what you guys do today?
RIP gifted a tier 1 sub to Mexi Mercury.
Thank you, Aesthetic. I appreciate you, dude. What'd you do today on stream? Would you recommend aluminum plate or plateless with the hyperglides on the 7V? That's tough. I think with the 7V, truly, if you can get yourself an FR4 plate, it's good. And then plateless on the 7V, I feel, is still better than aluminum. And I think it's just the way the gasket system kind of works on the 7V. But I would actually pick, oddly enough, aluminum last. It's still good, though. We gave the Cent 75 another shot with their new PE foam sheet and with some deep sounding switches and caps. It helped the board a ton. Yeah, I probably... That's probably the last saving grace for that board, huh, Medic? Because I'm pretty positive that board, like, in the majority of sound tests I've seen, it doesn't sound too hot. Did you watch Andor? Yes. The best Star Wars thing they've released, what feels like a while. For sure. 100% agree with that.
So nice.
Thank you, Bruno. I appreciate the 1,000 bits, man. Tell you what, guys, if we happen to hit, just because I think we got some bits, and I think there was like some donos yesterday too. If we happen to hit 890 for subs, we'll just do the giveaway, because I want to include these things too. Could you show what could go wrong with the Owl Lab stabs? I unfortunately don't have any Owl Lab stabs that have gone wrong, but I have heard people that have gotten some wires. So if the wire's bent, because they use like a special memory metal, in quotations, you can't really unbend it. Well, I'm sure you can, but it's extremely difficult. That's the only thing that can really go wrong with those. That's it. Andor was trash? Huh? Patches, you think Andor was bad? Can I ask why? I thought Andor was the best thing they've released in a long time. Speaking of plateless, are you building a Leviathan? Yes, I will be. I don't know if I'll be doing it plateless. I don't know what we're going to be doing for that one there. Also, thank you so much for the tier 1. As Modius, the sub will give me good luck for any giveaway. It's true. It might. Do plateless, please. I have to confirm with Canon Keys and what we're doing for that. Andor was a slow burner, but so good. I think it was a good standalone show,
this
too.
This sub will give me good luck for any giveaway.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate you guys. Wait, what? Who said it again? Was it Patches? I want to know what Patches' thoughts are. Like, why? I'm curious. I'm open-minded. I want to know. Using the Apple TV voice search just searches up... I don't even know what that even says. Bioing? If it doesn't understand what you're saying? Oh, really? Prison episodes of Andor was top tier television. If I win the Keycult, I want that signature. Yes, for sure, dude. I think Andor was really good. I mean, I thought it was better than Mandalorian. And I thought it was way better than Book of Boba Fett. I think Book of Boba Fett was the most disappointing one to me. Angel. What's your take on Molex daughter boards? They seem like they're causing a ton of problems to GST. I haven't heard of any problems with them yet. I'd be open to like learning more about them. I've only ever used one, I think, so far. And it seemed convenient, and I'm open-minded to it. But I think I would still like for designers for PCBs to have a collective universal thing. So if that means that the Molex is going to be the next best thing and everyone agrees it is, I'd like to see a universal daughter board. Because, again, my issue with not having a universal daughter board it's just, if something goes wrong with that in the future, you know, and you have a proprietary daughter board that fits into this case, you know, with a PCB, sometimes you can get away with that, but like with a daughter board, not really. Andor felt like a real setting compared to some of the other Star Wars shows, which makes it seem like a theme park ride. To be fair, I didn't give it a chance. I really just don't like any Star Wars that Kathleen Kennedy is involved in. She's destroying a Star Wars IMO. She has no clue about the universe and Greenlight. Okay, Patches. I agree the new ones, Star Wars lately has been kind of weird, but I do admit Andor was done really, really well. If I could implore you to give it a shot, I think you would end up really liking it. Yeah, I think it's way better. And I agree, some of the more recent Star Wars, like I personally didn't care for Mandalorian, and I really didn't like Book of Boba Fett. 7, 8, and 9 or whatever too, but I think Andor is good. Really, I didn't think Mando was too much of an action show. The issue with the Pico EasyMate is they're graded for only 10 connections. Oh. Well, that doesn't seem too good. They're only graded for 10 connections. Kind of defeats the point of being a custom keyboard then, and trying new things. And Andor felt like a grown-up Star Wars series for once. I mean, I think that's also the Disney curse. Everything Disney puts out feels like it's made for kids. It's the other reason why I think all the Marvel stuff Disney's put out, like the shows especially, have been really bad. Which stab am I using? I am using Luce 1.2 mil stabilizers, which I think are solid for what they are. I mean, you got to know it's made for kids. It is, yeah, I don't know. It is. Andor was the only show that gave you some insight into how regular people live in that setting, which I also think was very interesting too, right? Definitely agree. Still feel like it's made for kids, but very shallow in depth. Which one, Lame Penguin? I just bought my Duality. Can't wait. Let's go. Honestly, really enjoyed the board. Really enjoyed it. WandaVision was good. I feel like that was one of the better ones. Loki was not bad either. The new Loki's coming out soon, right? How's that new show on Marvel with Samuel L. Jackson? I don't remember what it's called. How was that one? I haven't given it a shot yet because it's only one episode that's been out. Secret Invasion, yeah, that's the one. It's okay. It's really mid. Well, that's to be expected, I guess. First episode was good, has potential. Is there only one out so far? I mean, I've watched an episode and a half of The Witcher. Don't ask me why I've only watched one half, but I liked it so far. I'm a big Henry Cavill fan. Not gonna lie. I really like him. So, I really like his portrayal of Geralt. So, I'm a big fan. Not gonna lie. That man is hot. He's also very beautiful. Yes, he is. He's also a good-looking guy, yeah. I'd call Secret Invasion predictable. Okay. Yeah, hopefully it gets better. I agree with that verb. The Duality is going to be my first higher-end TKL build. I'm hype. I'm hoping you really like it. It seems like it responds well to a whole bunch of switches, which is good too, from everything that I've heard about it. So that's awesome. Mustache or no mustache Henry, though? Definitely. I'm biased, bro. It has to be mustache Henry Cavill. Like, come on. But I mean, Geralt, you know, when he's dressed up like that, he's also a good-looking guy, too, so. Oh, man. He was very true to the acting, his acting. Yeah, dude, which I thought was awesome for the show. I like Secret Invasion so far, but it has so much potential to not pay things off. They're building a big movie level stuff, but I'm not sure if they're going to let it do much in the show. Oh, I see what you mean. So they might just wait for all the good payoff in the show for the movie. Interesting. Let's actually grab this. One second. I think Alexotos would be a crazy good mini painter. I used to actually paint a long time ago. I don't know if I'm any good at painting anymore, though. Secret Invasion has a Call of Duty plot, which is never a comment you want to hear. I've never heard that ever before. That's pretty good. A Call of Duty plot. Didn't people really like the original Modern Warfare plot? I thought everyone really liked it. They're doing too many shows, IMO. It's diluted the focus. Yeah. There's a lot of shows out, but not a lot of good ones. OG Modern Warfare and Modern Warfare 2 was great. I remember growing up and people really liked it. Intro was enough to let me know I didn't need to watch it. I haven't even seen the intro for it yet. After looping so many switches, it helped my mini painting a ton. I would like to get back into it. It's painting's one of those hobbies that I think I've always really enjoyed, but it's tough sometimes to get back into it. All right, guys. Again, we'll let it hit the 890 because people have done bits and stuff. Another 28 subs, and then we'll give away the Keycult 165. That's the last prize we got. Everything else has been given out. There was like one or two extra things we gave out. So, hello, Alex. What's up, Krypton? How you doing? Wait, there's a game where Call of Duty just said forget the story mode. That was low for franchise. I mean, at this point here, who's really playing COD for the story? I think most people just log on COD to play multiplayer. I think at one point it was fun for the story. I used to be kind of into the storyline too. And I think where it lost me was it Black Ops? That's where it kind of lost me a little bit. And I was like, okay, this is boring. Bro, on God, love the COD story modes. I mean, that's good that you like them. I used to like them too, and then I think, yeah, like I said, it just lost me. Did you build the EC version of the Class 60? No, I never got the stuff for that. Did you, we're playing Deus Ex? Oh my God, the original? Wait, are you talking about the newer Deus Exes or like the original Deus Ex? I have fond memories of playing the original one. Just built an Azar with Nixies and it's unreal. Yeah, that board was actually pretty nice. Sound feels competitive with Unicorn, don't at me. I'm not gonna at you, I think that board was sweet. Kind of an underrated board though. I feel like that board, even though it got attention, didn't get attention at the same time. People didn't really look at it so nice. Like, not fondly is not the right word, but Gan, thank you so much for the Prime. OG DSX is the GOAT. Yes, it is, Uncanny. Thank you so much, Gan. I appreciate that. And Stickfish, thank you so much for gifting a sub, dude. Really appreciating that, man. How's my Canada today?
So nice.
Stickfish Boy gifted a tier 1 sub to Jeju.
I hung out with friends, but like we didn't do Canada Day stuff. I don't know. There's people with Canada Day flags and stuff, but you know, I don't know. I'm not too big on like celebration stuff myself. Like, if you're only grateful one day a year to something, then I feel like you're not really doing it for the right reasons. I know it seems stupid, but that's kind of my take on like celebration stuff. Christoph, thank you so much for tier 1. Thank you. I really appreciate that, dude. I enjoy special occasion stuff. Like, I get it. It's fun for a lot of people, but it's kind of like, you know, if you have to wait for a birthday or Christmas to give something to someone you love, then I know people also, you know, money comes into play and what you can afford, but if you're in that spot where like you have the opportunity to like show someone you're grateful, and maybe it doesn't even have to cost anything, right? But why not show them you're grateful all the time? Anyway, thank you so much for the 100 bits, dude. I appreciate that. What's up, Kim Linwin? How you doing? Incoming rule of 3 talk. Should we have a rule of 3 chat right now? There's a lot of expectations for that kind of stuff as well. There is. You know what I've always thought is really pointless? Maybe this is just a me thing. You know those like I don't know what they call them. is it White Elephant? Those things where everyone buys, like, Secret Santas? Those things. Bro, honest to God, that is literally the most pointless thing ever. Like, I don't even, like, okay. I guess the environment of being with some friends and giving some stuff, like giving stuff to friends and getting something back, I guess it's fun. Like, that part is kind of fun. But I also feel like it's super wasteful. Like, everyone gets to spend 20, 30 bucks. It's usually shit nobody needs. It's all joke stuff that lasts all of 24 hours. And then you end up throwing, like, I don't even remember the last time I got a Secret Santa thing that I've actually kept for more than like a week. And then every year we do it, like, I don't know, someone will do it. I think the last few years I've been pretty good without it, but God, man, it's just, everyone's just exchanging terrible $20 items. And it's funny, again, I get the whole point of it, but I would rather, like, do something else that's more meaningful than that. Yeah, I agree with you, Lynn Penguin. 100% depends on who you do it with. I agree with that too, for sure. We do a booze exchange now. I think that makes more sense. If you're all into it, then you're all into it. But like when I'm just getting like, you know, joke socks or like something I'm never going to use, like, yeah, it feels like a waste. Make a serious version of Secret Santa? You know what I would prefer? I would much prefer if, like, maybe this is something I need to suggest, but if everyone in like a group of friends were to sit down and everyone wrote down something, like some fact about them, maybe wishing someone else a happy holidays for their Secret Santa. I think just getting like a card with some like actual love in it, to me, means more than a joke gift that we laugh about for 5 minutes.
God damn.
That's always been how dude, Rusty. Come on, man. All right, Rusty. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it right now. I have to go get the Keycult then, because we're gonna show you guys the Keycult. I think I have caps on it right now, but I'll take those caps off because I think they're just Star Wars caps of some sort. Let me go get it. 1 second. Okay. So, it is Keycult giveaway time, an OG 165. It doesn't come with the caps, so I need to use these for photos actually again. They're not even, technically they're not even my caps, but okay. Here is the one, we did this because Rusty. Rusty got us there, but all of you guys, we all participated along the way. Keycult 165. And on the inside of this Keycult, this was a keyword I put a lot of time and effort to way back when. But it has matching switches, matching plate, matching stabs. This is, again, one of the keyboards I picked up a long time ago, and I was just like, it has meaning to me. So I hope who wins this really loves this. Has a lot of meaning to me. Actually doesn't sound too bad with PBT, but it sounds really good with ABS on it. Okay. How do you get matching stabs? They're red C3 stabs. I think I had to special order them or something because the red ones were kind of hard to find way back when. They might be really readily available now, but like when I built this, it was really tough. Perfect Canada Day board. True. Actually true. But yeah, let me show you guys. Underneath the spacebar here. Red stabs. They're using Durock switches that I spring swapped, filmed, lubed. All right. So let's do a little giveaway for this. It's a red PCB as well. Yeah, I believe so. I believe it's a red PCB. Now you guys have me questioning my yeah, it's the Keycult red PCB. It's literally themed out. That's gorgeous. Why did you decide to give it away? I wanted the top prize, to be something really special. That's it. It was either this or something else that meant something like a lot to me, and like the whole point of this was to make sure people get some awesome boards. That was it. Like obviously there's some stuff that maybe people didn't think were as good, but I thought everything was awesome. Giveaway bot isn't active. I haven't even done it yet. I haven't started the giveaway thing yet. Hold on one moment. Keycult 165 red/white. All right, we're starting it. We're gonna run this for about 5-6 minutes. Go for it, guys. Aesthetics, thank you so much for the tier 1. Go for it. Enter. Again, keyboard means a lot to me, so if you guys win it, you know, show it some love. That's it. That's all I ask. Hopefully, whoever wins it, hopefully you guys enjoyed this little event that we had. I think there was a lot of fun moments on the stream. Thank you guys all so much for being here again. And just so everyone remember too, I will be...
God damn, dude.
Thank you, Halcyon. I appreciate the 5 tier 1s, man. I will be doing all the reaching out to people probably Monday, Tuesday. Because I think after today, I need to go run errands. I think we're running low on groceries, so I need to go get those. But I'll make the Google forum thing for everyone to do all in this upcoming few days. And then I'll message everyone, so. Are you going to clean the boards before you send them out? And remove any hair and cracker bits?
God damn, dude.
Wait, thank you so much, JV team. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. There's no hair or cracker bits. I pinky swear it, guys. I am super neat with my keyboards. Super, super neat. So happy I stumbled into your community. Feels great to have some weirdos to geek out over keys with. I'm very grateful for all of you guys. Seriously. Alex, you need to lick the snake? Huh? Say what now? What if I want the hair? Guys, I don't like this conversation right now. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't like this combo. Can I get it with stash hair? Oh my gosh. Put lipstick and kiss the bottom of the case? I don't want my DNA like that on the keyboard, all right? That's gonna cost extra. We're very grateful of you, Alex, because you're so positive in a community filled with toxicity and elitism. Do you guys still feel like there's a lot of that in the hobby, or more so these days? I appreciate it, guys. Listen, again, I just want to have fun with you guys. That's it. I know there's no special reason why we run these events sometimes where I just give things away. I just think it's fun. That's it. Just think it's awesome that we can get some people some awesome keyboards that maybe they couldn't get before. That's why I'm not into it anymore. Oh, just keyboards? My Apple Magic keyboard is better than your Mode Envoy? I low-key like the Apple Magic keyboard, so I don't think it's better than my Envoy personally, but I also do like the Magic keyboard. I'm so thankful for... wait, what? I'm so thankful for what... it's like bleeding into the next message. For my first premium board,
Can I still contribute to the subathon? D.
Technically, there is one other thing we're doing. I set the goal to, what, 1,100 subs, but I don't think we're going to hit that. It's seeing photos of young man Alex, but I don't think we're going to hit that one. Honestly, I think as the flippers go away, it's becoming less toxic. So do you feel like it's become a less toxic of a community? Let me has me say tickets 4 times now. What happened? Everyone's joined in. There's the normal amount of people have joined in. If it says you've already joined, it means you've already joined. I've met a lot of great people and also some not great people. I've also met some not great people in the hobby. Doesn't say I've joined. Nomad, I'm pretty positive. I can't scroll down here, but if you've already done it, that means you've joined. We hitting that 1,100? So maybe. Thank you, dude. Appreciate the sub, Santiago. Really appreciate it, guys. I can't verify if all of you guys are in, but I do see names still popping up. So there's 398 entries. 398 so far that I've seen pop up. No matter if you did it, you did it. You're in. If I started shipping a shipping company, Alex Cargos, cargo shipping with Alex, we'll draw in like 2 minutes here. Let me just put stabs on and stuff. Where does it tell you? It's in the back end of Stream Elements. It's just recent entries. For example, the last person who entered was Linear Click. And then 6306 entered, Juke City, Blue Crayon just entered, 2 Void just entered, Peng Jung just entered. Or Pen, sorry, not Peng Jung, Peng Jump? Peng Jung. I can't pronounce this, I'm sorry. It's like a tongue twister to me. What is my preference? Dude, I do not like 1mm PCBs. 1.2 is kind of stretching it for me. But I've tried two 1mm PCBs, and I think they're too thin. I am a clacky, yes. I am a clacky man, Cryo. I am indeed. I'm a very clacky man. Why do you ask? I am too. That's very good. We like being clacky here. I mean, you can do whatever you want. You guys like thocky keyboards, deeper keyboards, whatever you like. That's whatever you like. At the end of the day, for us to pass judgment on someone else's preferences, as long as it's not bothering us, is ridiculous. And also cringe. Unless there's objective truth to something, but most of the people judge people on are subjective things. Hey Alex, would you ever sell lube stabs? The reason I'm going to tell you no is because lubing a stab, okay, so lubing a stabilizer and then shipping it out is actually very difficult. A lot of the times what happens, if there's nowhere to like put the stab like on a PCB or something, unless I were to make something to screw in the stabs to, the lube will end up just like coming out. No, it'll work from anything, Trink. You're good. I think I saw your name pop up, Trink. So much can go wrong in transit, it's not worth it. Yeah, it's why I've never done it. People have asked, and sometimes if people order a keyboard build, I'll just do it for them, like as a side thing. I think maybe I've charged like $5, $10 for that. But I usually, if it's a separate request on top of a keyboard build, sure. But if it's just stabs, I just feel like so much things can go wrong. C3 does make stab testers, and it's crossed my mind to use like a stab tester or like some sort of dedicated thing for that, but I think things can also go wrong when people like reinstall them. So it's a lot of risk for very little payoff. I'd rather teach people how to do it with the videos and stuff that I make. How do you find boards you build for customers travel? Oh no, usually everyone's had like a great experience. I think the only experience that's been a little weird is one time ever. There's a very sad story, but one time someone got their keyboard shipped to them, and then it got shipped to the completely wrong address. And it wasn't anyone's fault. It was the shipping company's fault. But I felt so bad. So luckily, I actually had a spare keyboard of the same thing. And it was like a one-time thing that I'll ever do. But I felt so bad because it was like the guy's first keyboard. And I ended up just shipping him a prototype. Mind you, there was things wrong with it because it was a prototype. But at least he got the keyboard that he wanted, so. All right, I'm ending the giveaway now. It's closing in 3, 2, 1. It's closed. All right, everybody, let's draw the winner for the Keycult. Hey, this is the last giveaway. If you guys want to stick around to see the way the Haven turns out, love you guys to stick around. But appreciate you guys being here. Thanks for getting us to our goal. We gave away a total of 16 things. There was 444 entries. So 16 keyboards. It's a lot of stuff we gave away. Probably around, almost, I would want to say like $7,000 to $8,000 worth of keyboards. Parts included, shipping, all that stuff. Gave away a lot of stuff. Hope whoever wins this enjoys it. Winner is going to be D3 Hooks. D3 Hooks, are you there in chat? D3, congratulations. And again, I do lots of these things, guys. There's D3. I see you. All right, we do a lot of these things, by the way, guys. I do tons of these things. So if you guys are, hold on, D3, you're moving too quick now. I need to copy and paste your name. If you guys want to do more things in the future, always keep an eye out. I run a lot of events like this. I hope to do them more often in the future, but how? You won, bro. Don't even stress. You won. Like I said, message me on Twitch. If you guys haven't messaged me on Twitch yet, I'll try to reach out to you. I have everyone's usernames. It's all on my list. I'll send you guys like a Google Forms thing, and then we'll go from there. Just give me, I'm not going to ship it out like immediately in 1 or 2 days. I had to ship everything, pack it all, make sure everything's 100% working. Should all be working, but I'm going to double check obviously before I send. And then I'll pack it all up. Give me, I'd say, until the end of the month to ship out all 16 things. Some stuff might be like next week, and then some stuff might be a little longer. But give me like a month-ish. Angry, thank you so much for the tier 1, dude.
Angry Karthik gifted a tier 1 sub to Miss Danny B.
Thank you, dude. Appreciate you guys. I don't think I'm putting foam in this today. Am I putting foam in this today? I'm shaking. Here, I'll show you guys the keyboard again. Here's the Keycult 165. Again, it won't come with keycaps, so it comes with switches, stabs. I'll tune it all up and stuff too. It's a red and white Keycult 165. It's a bit older, hence the feet yellowing a little bit. But it is one of my very first like big boy keyboards. This is like my personal thing, so very, very cool. I'm into Matrix. This is real life, my friend. Tap Tap Sunday, I just got here. What's up, Zach? How you doing, man? Ooh, that's a nice touch on the plate. That is a nice touch. I need to go early, but really appreciate the love and positivity. No, Nemo, thank you so much for being here too, man. Hopefully some people who maybe just tuned in for the first time or was just here for giveaways too, like maybe you guys stick around a lot longer. Maybe you guys enjoy the community we've built here. Yeah, the plate is ISO. Wait, is this an ISO plate? Guys, we don't have an aluminum plate that's not ISO. Aw, man. I didn't even realize that. I mean, at least you get ISO. That's nice. Embrace the ISO. Dude, I don't want to use ISO. I think I want to use FR4 for this. I actually want to build this to I can use an ISO keyboard, but like, I don't know, man. The vibes are immaculate. Thanks, man. I appreciate it, guys. Thanks for everyone who stopped by. I really appreciate you guys. This is a 1.2 mil PCB, yeah. We'll use FR4. Oh, sad days. We'll use FR4 for this. Now the question, though, is this snagging a little bit? No, we look okay. Is this snagging a little bit? Huh. We're good. We are okay. Smiles and FR4. We'll use FR4 for this. I think we're fine to use FR4. Sobs and brass. Brass isn't too bad. I don't know if I should use foam though. I think if anything we use foam underneath, but been watching the VODs on YouTube, really enjoying the vibes in the live stream. Yeah, man, live stream anything for me these days is I prefer live stream content, even not outside of keyboards, over YouTube content. There's just something special about like seeing people's genuine reactions to things, or at least like reactions to things, opposed to scripted stuff. So these are crystal black cap switches. Crystal black. So it's using a Gatoron ink top housing, I believe, and then the the cap housing, which is pretty cool. Which is pretty cool indeed. For a sec, I thought these were cherry MX Reds. No, they're here. Let me show you guys actually. So it's the cap housing. You guys can tell by that little well in the bottom there. And it's a crystal. It's a GAT ink top housing. They're a little lighter in sound signature, but they're actually pretty nice. All right, let me just grab some caps for this, and we'll put it on, and we'll test it out. What color was the Haven again? Was it white? Silver. Oh, that works with anything. Beautiful, beautiful. Still my favorite switches. I've heard with the Franken Alphas did a few months ago. Oh man, was it? I don't remember what build from Alphas it was, but Alpha always sends the craziest Franken switches, dude. Okay, it's definitely needs to be tuned up a little bit, but I'm just gonna make sure they're all actuating, and then we'll go into the main build here. I see mounting points in the spacebar. Dude, I don't understand why they do that either. Like, I think people would have realized by now that, like, it's just universally, like, not a great thing to put mounting points there. But I believe these use slip-on ones, so we won't be forced to keep them there. Yeah, the side profile of this board's really pretty. Although I do feel like this plate isn't 100% sitting nicely with these stabilizers. It does look like it is causing some... Yeah, the plate's a little weird with these. I mean, it shouldn't be. I don't like this plate with the stab housings, or just what's going on with the stabilizers here. But I can't use anything else because I don't want to use shims. Let me try something else. 1 second, guys. Obviously, I'm not using this. I just want to see how this reacts with the stabilizers to see if it's just the FR4. No, this one here sits better. This sits way better. Maybe it's just the way the FR4 is. The FR4 is just pushing too much up on the top of the housing there. Let me just check this out one more time with the FR4. Have you seen the NRD Oku? Yeah, dude, I really want to take a look at that board. That board looks sweet. Half plate? I can't because I'm using 3-pin. I can't today. Well, Alex, we appreciate you. Thank you for all that you do. Keep up the good work. Thank you, man. I really appreciate the kind words. Thank you so much, bro. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to solder in a few and see if I can get this to sit nicer. We'll just do that first. What mic do you recommend using for recording keyboards? I mean, there's a whole bunch you could use. The one I don't recommend you guys using for keyboard content, because it's a very... it's a what I like to call like a flavored microphone, because it has a very certain color on the sound. It colors it a bit more warm. The Shure SM7B. Stop using that for keyboard content. It is not a good keyboard microphone. It is a good voice microphone and a good podcasting microphone. But the Shure SM7B, which is the most recommended mic out there, is not good for what we do in keyboards. Carolina, thank you, Al. Yeah, it's not a good one. The Yeti is not as bad. You have to mount it properly. I think mounting and isolating the mic is really good. But one that I really liked, if you guys do want a nice mic, is from, oh god, Lewitt Audio. Lewitt Audio makes really good ones. Lewitt makes some great stuff for what we do here in keyboards. Wholeheartedly recommend them. It's Lube has a very, very basic sound profile to them. It's just super flat. You don't need to worry too much about coloration on the sound. And those are usually my go-tos for recommending. Turn this on first. Time to pop off. Hey guys, thanks so much. If you guys have to leave now, Subathon is technically done. There is one more goal technically, but it's for a silly prize, not a keyboard. But thank you guys all for stopping by. I really appreciate it, guys. Lube is pretty good. Have an LCT 440 Pure. Yeah, it's actually a pretty good mic. I had a Sub-Zero at one point. Amazing microphone. It did happen. Yes, we finished all the Subathon goals, except for the silly prize. Again, thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really hope everyone enjoyed the time here, even if you didn't win anything. But really, really hope you guys enjoyed it, dude. I really hope so. I think the event turned out pretty awesome. Thank you, bro. Hey, thank you, guys.
Matchort1 gifted a tier 1 sub to Mops.
Thank you, Macho. I appreciate you, dude. Thank you, guys. Okay. That works for me. And let's pop in the rest of our switches. Actually, I'm gonna solder in the corners too. It was so relaxing to chill on stream. Yeah, dude, we do this all, like, this is how our normal streams are. Today I have a lot of energy because I probably slept really well. But we're very chill here. Like, it's a very hangout, build keyboards, talk about life environment. Keyboards, a lot of the times, end up being the background noise to the stream, which I still think is really fun. We get to at least build something. There's an outcome to stream. But that's how streams are here. We'd love to sit around and yell at Alex. That too. If Chozo's here, he yells at me. If Soran's here, he yells at me. Oh, Alex, I asked him the snake bite question I asked you a while back. He said whether it was to save you or not. He said he'd suck whether it was to save you or not. I mean, that's a very Tim answer. It's a very Tim answer. If you asked him any sussy question, he always picks the sussy answer. Always, dude. There's no in between for Mr. Tim. Do it for the homies? No, Tim doesn't do it for the homies. He does it for himself. That's a very personal answer for Tim. Proud of Tim? I'm always proud of Tim. He's always doing a good job, you know? He's a good guy. This is a wooden keyless. It is. Okay, so we don't put anything there. Alex, you think you're going to turn this into a YouTube video? I'm tempted to join the GB for the Haven TKL. The Haven will definitely be a YouTube video. I don't know if the whole Subathon will. Last time I did a Subathon YouTube video, nobody watched it. Makes sense, though. This is more of an in-the-moment thing. I just did my first desoldering and soldering a few days ago. Was so happy about the results. Isn't it fun? It's daunting at first, though, right? Like, it's definitely terrifying to actually start soldering. But once you get into it, it's like, wait, this is kind of easy. It's nice. I like it. Why solder the corners first? Just so we can have like a base of the keyboard not flaring up on the sides in case the plate is ever a little bit awkward or the PCB. But technically, if you guys want the actual like what to do, I would do the corners and then I would do like this in the middle. Like 1, 2, and 1 and 2. Just so everything stays straight. Desoldering with a pump makes you rethink life. Oh yes. Absolutely agree. It does make you rethink a lot of life. So much foam in this keyboard, but we're not going to use much of any of it. Soldering was what got me a C in shop class back in middle school. I'm still terrified. You guys had soldering in shop class? That's kind of cool. Took me an hour and 30 minutes. Not bad.
Damn, dude.
Santiago, thank you so much for the 5 tier 1s, bro. What the heck? Thank you, dude. I really appreciate that. Thank you, man. Are you still working on a soldering video? Yes. I am. The tutorial videos are something I really want to put focus back into. It's just, like I was saying last time too, nothing's really changed in terms of like my scheduling, but streaming has definitely been ramping up. Like we've been doing a lot more streams, right? And I want to make sure that I do streams and take care of clients before I do tutorial videos and spend lots of time doing that. So it's nothing like against the tutorial video. It's just how I kind of want to dedicate the limited time that I have. Are these Crystal Black's new switches? You know who recommended me this? I don't know if Dirty's here today, but Dirty Gingy actually recommended me these. He said that I should give them a go because I told him I like cap switches, and he said his friend tried them and really liked them. So I bought some off of Thok Pop. So I bought them from there, but they're not new. I actually think these are V1 bodies from the cap switches. What advice do you have for someone who is just about to get started with keyboard streaming? Okay, this sounds counterintuitive. Are you ready for this advice? Oh, they are V2s, never mind. Are you ready for this? Don't focus too much on the keyboard. This sounds counterintuitive, right? I guarantee you'll do better in the long run if you show your personality and start talking about things that interest you. Even if it happens to be keyboards, like just show your personality. No one's gonna stick around. Like if you're good at building a keyboard, I hate to say this, there are a lot of people who are good at building keyboards. It's like gaming, right? Like you might have, either you have to stand out performance-wise. Let's just say you have something that nobody else can do. Like if you're good at gaming, good at building keyboards, people might stay for that. People more often than not with streaming and content creation stay for personality and like a community, a sense of community that they get with being part of something like this. So my number one advice, don't focus too much on doing the best job with the keyboard. Focus on doing the best job of entertaining everyone watching you. And that could be in the form of information. That could be in the form of like just having a good time. There's tons of ways you can do it. Just remember, the keyboard's temporary. People will only tune in sometimes just for that. People will always tune in for personality and stuff. My favorite streamers are personality streamers where I can watch play anything. Yeah, that's why variety streamers do so well. They rely on like personality. A while ago, I saw Simon recommend a tip for your Hako FR3. Oh yeah, I don't remember what tip exactly that is, but it was the longer tip. So that sounds kind of sussy. Simon recommended me the long tip. I don't remember what it was though, but he said buy the long tip. So I got the long tip and I used the long tip. I don't remember what it was, bro. He told me a number for it, but he said buy the Hako long tip. I don't remember. That's what he told me, man. Alex, admit you enjoy the little... It's funny, man. It's definitely funny. Can you show us the tip? It's in the... I don't honestly feel like getting it out, to be honest. It's like all piled up behind me because I haven't really desoldered a whole lot of things in the last few days. But I think if you just type in FR301, it's the extended one. It could be the 1.3. I have to see a picture of it. Actually, you know what I could just do? Do you guys want to know the... Why isn't this switch going in? Hold on, you know what I'll do? Just about to pop over to St. Lawrence Market. What were your go-to beans? They were a Brazilian bean. I don't remember what they were exactly called, but it's in the basement there. You'll see it if you go into the basement, J2. It's in the basement. It's called Everyday Gourmet. It's weird because I know where the beans are location-wise. I think it's in the second row. It's like the first few machines there. but it's honestly, every bean that I've had there has been so good so far. You'll enjoy the majority of them. I did not film these, no. These did not get filmed. I don't think you really need to film the cap switches. Huh? It's under my shorts? What the? What the? Alex admitted your Envoy being a little sussy. My Envoy's a little sussy? Wait, what makes my Envoy a little sussy? I think my Envoy is pretty non-sussy. Those custom stickers. No, it's actually painted. I had this painted from Leonardo de Mouse. At the time, it was to match a desk pad that I had. Because I loved that desk pad. But I don't really use desk pads as much as I used to. Just because like, I find I get them dirty so quick when I stream. And honestly, I kind of hate having like a nice desk pad that I actually enjoy using. And then just streaming on it. And then like, it getting all filthy from stuff. So I just kind of stopped using them on stream. Can you build DMG for this build? My R3 just came in. I haven't opened it up. I don't have DMG, unfortunately. That's on my to-do list still, is to get a few other sets that I really want. Almost done putting these switches in. What's up, Durian? How you doing, man? Hello, hello. Gregory? Is today a Gregory day? I don't know if... I think I have a better board for Gregory coming up. Was that the long tip one? That is the long tip one. It's the 1.3 millimeter long and 6.113 one. That is the correct one. Def getting a Bauer Light Atomic Purple to match my DMG. I hope those come out soon because I feel like those are also a little bit late now. I would just use my key mat, but I hate the sound of mice on my playing desk. I mean, that makes sense. I also don't care for the sound of the mice on a playing desk, but for streaming, I kind of have to. I hate having a nice desk and then... How many subs would you need to use Gregory on demand from now on? I feel so weird giving you guys numbers with this. But listen, if you guys actually want a number for what you guys want me to, when you guys need me to use Gregory on demand, let's call it 50 subs, bro. 50 subs and I'll use Gregory on... Whenever someone would do that and they say Gregory on demand, I'll have to use it. But past that, I don't really use Greg too often. It's not the nice... Like, the yellow of Gregory isn't like warm. It's very like awkwardly in the middle. It's very highlighter yellow. But it's not my favorite thing in the world. Someone will do that. If they really want Greg that bad, at least they have a way to attain it now, okay? All right? They really need Gregory that bad for a day, then they have a way to get it now. Oh, yeah, Vigilant, it's the set. Okay, let's solder this guy together now. Put some stuff away. Give me a moment, guys. Yeah, I'm with G off there. I mean, I get why everyone likes Gregory. It's a fun meme set, but at the same time, it's not really like my go-to at all. All right, I'm thirsty as fuck right now. All right. Shall we solder this bad boy up? I'm actually very curious to see what this is going to sound like. I like the first Haven. Oops, dropped something. But I don't know if I'll like this Haven. We'll see. It's good to know Gregory on demand is an option. It is good to know, right? It is good to know. Same, that kind of thirsty, never mind. Huh? Let's focus up on some soldering. What kind of thirsty you guys talking about? Actually, you know what I had yesterday that I haven't had in a long, long time? A bit of Coca-Cola with some lemon and lime squeezed into it. Well, just lemon. My God, that was good. I had lime Coca-Cola the other day. I think I prefer the lime Coca-Cola. But it's so nice to add some like citrus into Coca-Cola. It is game changing. Alex, I'm gonna need you to get back into your anime grind. Shake my head. But what do you guys want me to watch for anime? I don't even know. There's nothing I really want to watch these days. The only thing I'm considering was, did Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2 come out? Is that out? That might be the only thing I'm kind of considering. Pattis, it's been clipped. The social contract is now cemented. Okay, there's no going back. No going back. I did Kilo. It was okay. It was okay. That I finished, and I finally finished watching Spy X Family. It wasn't my favorite thing in the world. I get why people like it though. Just like I thought Spy X Family was good, but it wasn't. Can I be honest though, Pup? I didn't care for Chainsaw Man. It was, to me, Chainsaw Man was another forgettable action anime. The plot in it was only so good. But I know so many people love Chainsaw Man, so... Hell's Paradise, Mappa Anime Studio. How dare you? I know you guys are gonna shit on me for my Chainsaw Man take. Yeah, I also feel like the season was so bad, like, in terms of how pacing worked in the first season. It just did not feel good. The pacing was awful. They needed to either give me another 12 episodes of stuff that was happening. But yeah, it was bad for that. Over here dropping anime truth bombs? No. Anime opinions. Personal opinions. That's all. That's all, dude. Did you watch Demon Slayer? There's a new season for that, right? I haven't seen the new season of it. There's a reason why I haven't seen it, though. And if you guys want the reason, it's just because, straight up, the last season of it, I don't even remember what happened. So I have to go back to rewatch it. I really don't remember at all. I thought pacing in the middles was kind of iffy, but overall good. I mean, the anime itself was fun to watch. I really enjoyed watching Chainsaw Man. It was fun. It had some fun comedy in it. But overall, it didn't really set it apart from like any other fun, enjoyable, slightly comedic with some action anime that I had. Like, if you want an anime that I feel like was also really fun, had a bit of action, a lot of comedy, and was enjoyable, that I feel like the plot was better, you guys might hate me for this. Devil's a Part-Timer, man. I thought that was like, if I had to pick one that kind of had like an edgy main character and some fun stuff that happened on the way, I thought Devil was a Part-Timer did it better. There's a bit of comedy in DS to break up all the fighting. Devil's a Part-Timer so good. Yeah. I thought it was good. Did you read Versus by One? I did not. Which was that one there about? You have a correct opinion? D3, I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate it, man. D3, did you message me on Twitch, by the way? For the Keycult? Like I said, I have you written down, but I'll send you a form to fill out with your address and all that stuff soon. Perfect. Expect that like mid this week. I stopped Demon Slayer around the red light arc. It just got boring to me. Which one's the red light arc? Actually, you know what? Don't tell me, because I do want to watch it. Hold on a sec. Yeah, don't tell me, because I wouldn't mind watching it. I bent the pin a little bit, and I don't quite like it, so I'm gonna extract this the lazy way. me grab a fresh Switch. Vinland Saga ended a week or two ago, and it was great. I heard amazing things about Vinland Saga. That's also on a list of mine somewhere, but... You know what I'm still sad about to this day that I didn't get a season 2 or like a proper, I don't know, extra whatever into the anime was No Game No Life. I know there's a bunch of controversy around that one, but man, I really liked No Game No Life. Anime movies I've watched? I mean, we recently went to go watch, what was that anime that came out recently about the doors? It was, Suzume. Dude, that was really good. The name of it escaped me for a second, but really appreciated Suzume. That was really fun. I think the deeper meaning of Suzume really got to me a little bit too. But man, I love animes that make me feel something, man. No, I need to go watch Spider-Verse still. That's on my list. Yeah, it was really fun. Have you heard of Let Me Eat My Pancreas? Let Me Eat Your Pancreas was so good. I've seen that actually 3 times now. Very deceiving name. If you guys have not watched the anime, Let Me Eat Your Pancreas, it was so good. So sad, man. Spider-Verse I heard is really good too, yeah. I need to sit down and figure out a day to go watch that. Suzume surprised me though, yeah, I agree with that. I actually, like, I'm thinking about that now. It surprised me with, like, the theme of it, the overall, like, theme of what it meant was so good. VTubers replaced a lot of anime for me. Do you think VTubers for yourself, I'm not speaking for everyone, replaced some of that because it's more interaction and feels more personal, opposed to an anime where you're watching a story unfold? I'm more into stories unfolding than I am VTubers. Definitely. That makes sense. Suzume totally blew me away. Couldn't stop talking about it for days after. Yeah, dude. The overall theme of it, like I said, really got to me too. I like stories in game because you feel part of it. That's true. That's true. When you get a good storyline inside a video game, you kind of feel like you're involved in it. That was me with The Witcher. The Witcher made me feel like I was part of a story, and I loved it. I'm just going to fix some of these switches. If you guys are wondering what I'm doing, I'm just reflowing the solder quick and pushing them in at the same time. One really important thing to me while I'm building a keyboard is switches that sit flush. If they don't sit flush, then usually you get a funny, weird sound out of them. These are 3-pin, that's why I'm doing it like this. VTuber when? I think I've told you guys the story about that, right? I tried for you guys. The people at the time did not want to take on my commission, so I gave up. I just didn't know where to turn. But I did try for you guys. I did try. Let that be known. I did not hear this until now. At the time, this is probably a year ago, a little over a year ago now, maybe a year and a half, maybe 2 years, I don't remember. I asked a guy who did, a bunch of people actually, to make me a VTuber. I wanted to become a VTuber, a keyboard VTuber, for funsies on certain days. It was like going to be like a point redemption thing or some sort of event I wanted to do. And what I asked them was, hey, could you make me a model, a rig? I want a whole thing but it's going to be of just a mustache. Just a mustache. And everyone kept saying no because it wasn't like an anime person that they didn't want to do it. And I asked so many people and nobody wanted to do it for me. So I eventually gave up because no one wanted to take on my request, no matter how much money I was going to throw at it. And then eventually I stopped caring. Stop asking anime artists then, I guess. I asked anime artists, I asked outside of anime artists. Everyone thought it was a stupid request and nobody wanted to do it. Their loss, I guess. It was the best request ever. I will draw you a mustache dead ass. I want a 3D one. I had like a vision in mind. I didn't want to do a 2D one. Yeah, I know, I'm sounding picky right now, but I had a whole vision in mind. I don't think I want to bring that back, but maybe one day. Let me learn to use Blender real quick. Wally coming in clutch. Hey, yo. I believe in that vision. Same here, bro. I also believed in that vision. No longer do I believe, though. You'll need one for the Vision Pro streams? True. We are going to need one. I will look into my VTuber resources. Oh, goodness me. That's also a bent pen. Let me fix that. Little VTuber resources, I like that. I hate Blender, even for normal modeling, Fusion's superior. And every time I try to get into 3D modeling stuff, I end up getting like bored. I'm not good at it, but genuinely something I tried. Solder in our last 2 rows here. Rhino is best. Oh man, in high school we learned Rhino. That was my high school days. I keep seeing Zaku getting restocked. Yeah, I mean, they're a long pole switch. Honestly, I think the better long pole switches for myself, my personal sound profile, definitely Obscuras and Cream Sodas. They have an overall, I'd say, more pleasing sound signature that's a little bit more rounded. Because of, I guess, the make of the materials, whatever. But most long pole switches kind of carry over the same characteristic of sound. I know it's not 100% true, just because it's like, yeah, there is some minor differences, but it is what it is. The sketch system in Fusion. You know what I really want to learn? I want to learn how to do interior design stuff. That would be really cool to learn on modeling systems. I don't know what's good for that, though. I heard, is it SketchUp that's really good for that? I still need to get myself an actual good keyboard so I can find my perfect combo. Yeah, that's the fun part, right? I mean, like, obviously, money is a thing. And by the way, guys, little thing on purchasing things, and make sure you guys take care of all your necessities first. They're just keyboards at the end of the day. Make sure you guys pay rent, buy meals for yourself, clothing, shoes, whatever you need, before you buy luxury items like keyboards. It's a special interest. I don't have a choice. For which one, Ollie? PayPal Pay in 4 makes this hobby so much more affordable. Oh man, that's such a dangerous road to go down, though. The interest stuff, or interest-free, like, payback in whatever months. You just got to be careful with what you're doing, because that can also accumulate quick too, right? 3ds Max for renders. Rhino slash 3DS. Oh, interesting. So is Rhino still really popular then? I just remember that when I was a kid, that's all. Don't worry, I'm a conscious budget. That's good though. If you're conscious about what you're doing, that's good. Owing money on those payments would be too stressful for me. I always get stressed out with anything like that. Hell, I'm even stressed out about payments for like Photoshop and stuff. When I see that random $40 fee from Adobe, I'm just like, yo, chill out, bro. Come on, this is not the time of the month. It's still a relatively niche software, but widely used in architecture. Oh, cool. Learned something new today. I slightly remember how to use... I mean, it's been a long time. It's been like, what, over 12 years? I dropped the Adobe suite pretty recently. I'm actually... Like, I wasn't going to drop it, but then they released some decent updates for things, and I'm kind of interested in keeping it again. But yeah, I'm okay with it still. I bought Capture One recently, and I love Capture One as a replacement to Lightroom. But my god, man, I really dislike Capture One not being able to import stuff straight off a camera. It works fine with SD card stuff, but my Ricoh and my Leica both have internal storage. And the fact that I can't import directly from the cameras with Capture One is a little bit ridiculous. So that's why I haven't been really using Capture One as much. Might be canceling Turbo with the price increase and no changes to it yet. Yep. I mean, I think I let my Turbo run out. I'm not using Turbo anymore either. It went up a lot for us in Canada, and like for the people I already view, I'm already sub to. So why am I also paying for Turbo? Solder Guide's still in the works. It's been a long time. I apologize. It's gonna come soon. Soonish. Actually, I have a really good feeling about this. Alright, let's get the Haven out. Now, I don't really understand what to do here in terms of building this guy. I'm a little nervous to put this together, to be honest. That sounds good. It sounds like it's going to be like really soft sounding, and I'm kind of vibing with that right now. I love the bottom of this board a lot. You know what? I dare to say, I think I like this board a little bit more visually than I like the... Is it a keycap? This is a keycap. Than I like the original one. No, I don't think Kiwi ever got back to me. That jerk. That jerk, he never did. Oh, interesting. It's a little Haven keycap. Or the, whatever the brand's called, Altier or whatever it's called. It's got a bit of a shape to it. Cool, I'll put that on later. I don't know the release date, no. F13 or F12? Why wouldn't you want an F13? That's my actual question for you guys. Why wouldn't you want an F13 and one extra key that you can do whatever you want without really compromising too much of your board? You know? If you don't need the extra button and you think it looks bad, then yeah, take it away. But so is it just for looks? One more switch to lube? I guess. I suppose. Really, I think F13 is more aesthetically pleasing to me. I'm more of an F13 guy. Wait, I'm missing a foot. Yes, let me put the feet on and I will show you guys the side profile one more time. Sorry, I am taking my time with this today, guys. I don't know if you saw, my hands are really shaky today, and I couldn't tell you why. My diet hasn't changed, nothing's changed. I feel fine, I feel more energetic and mentally very well today, but don't know why. My hand's shaky today. So if I'm taking a little longer than normal, oh, that's why. There's two different sides. I apologize. You have the zoomies. I think it's just because I'm a bit on it. Okay, I didn't want to say this, but I think I was a little nervous about the Subathon thing all week. I was even telling my girlfriend before I started the Subathon thing on Friday that I was nervous. You never know how these things are going to go. Oh, these feet make the keyboard look clean. Why do I like this so much? I had lots of water today. I'm even drinking water now. All right, side profile time for you guys. Now there's going to be a piece of polycarbonate. Oh, no. Actually, I don't even know if that'll be visible. Maybe it will be. So nice.
Sup, Alex?
That is kind of cool. NT, thank you so much for the prime, man. I appreciate you using that here. And there's the back of this keyboard. A lot of detail went into the bottom of this and like the side profile, so I think there's a lot of good things about this. It looks nice. I think it looks very pretty. The back of this looks gorgeous as well. Kind of the way that it's layered with all the material here. The bottom still looks great. And you know what? I was kind of sad about the top not having some detailing. But it does look, it has some detailing. It looks like this slots into it like this. And we actually get some of the texturing on the top too. So that's kind of nice. I was a little worried that the top would be kind of boring, but so let's show you guys. That's what's going to be on the top. Some of that texture from, I guess, the side profile and bottom. So very happy about that. Now this is a hidden screw design, which is not my favorite thing in the world, but let's unscrew this. What bit is it using? The Haven 65 was already sexy. I agree, I liked the Haven 65. I thought it was a great looking keyboard. Subtle but still interesting detail? Yeah, I think so. This so far visually is looking like a much more refined version of the original Haven, which, you know what, props to them. I think that's awesome. This keyboard's giving me hella chills. Oh, really? It did look like on the PCB, there's some LEDs going on over here. A lot of LEDs on this side. So I wonder what they're going to be. I guess there's some side glow that's happening with this too. I saw those pieces of polycarb on the side. So I'm going to take off this guy. Nice, very nice. All right. Nice screws too. Okay. So I guess I have to take this apart. Oh no, the daughter bird's already installed. So I guess I don't need to take that apart, which is awesome. But just to take a look at the internals here, the weight is this big piece. I mean, this has some heft to it, boys. I like how the weight extends off to the side too, and adding to that side profile. That is very pretty. I do like Akko switches. Cool. So next step, we'll start putting on our gaskets. Nice little use of gasket feet. I think the only blunder here that I would consider a blunder, putting a gasket mounting point or a mounting point underneath the spacebar. Now these are pretty thick, so I'm wondering if we can just skip using the spacebar area. Does that mean we can start planning? Yes, Dean, we can start planning that. I will respond to yours soon too. Like I'm going to be responding to, I think, everyone's email tomorrow morning, I think. I'm going to sit down, have a nice coffee, and just blow through emails. But today, man, I got so much stuff to do today. I have Akko switches. Actually, Akko switches were in my Snake. And then I also used the vintage white Akko switches too, a long time ago. Your what, huh? My Snake. All right. I'm going to skip on putting them over here for now, if that's chill with you guys. It looks like it should be fine, actually, because these tabs are so long. But let's just skip putting them on that. Let's not put any foam or anything underneath. Actually, before I get too deep into this, don't go anywhere. let's put on our pieces of polycarbonate here. Now, I guess I'm a little confused on what to do here. I don't know what these are for, but these definitely go here. I'd be surprised if this sounds hollow considering the weight of it. I would also be surprised if this sounds pretty hollow, but I mean, I've been shocked before. Is this the right bit for this now? Yes, it is. The silicone is to add to the accent bar on the front. Oh, hey, Frether. Frether, Kiwi's not responding to me. You need, me and you need to talk now. Frether, when's the release date of this keyboard? And also, do you know the price, rough estimate? I tried messaging Kiwi this morning because I had last minute opening for this today, and I was like, I might as well build this. He's been here. I didn't even see Frether's name. My bad. I keep a message to you to check DM. Okay. My bad. Please install the front badge thing with the diffuser, side glow diffuser if you want to. Oh, here's the JSON file. What's the my bad, guys. What's the price point again, Frether? And the release date too, if you don't mind me asking. Oh. I think I see where this goes. This goes in the badge, right? I don't know if you guys can kind of see. It's kind of awkward because this goes in the badge like this. Wait, is there an LED that shows through the badge? Oh, there is. Oh, that's kind of cool. What's the price point going to be? High 400s? I mean, that kind of makes sense. That goes there. That's interesting. Are they both the same thing? Oh no, this one here goes here. Interesting. Okay, hold on. This gets put in this way. Oh, I see how this works. Interesting. Let's screw this guy here in. Hi, back from the shower. What's up? How you doing? Is it the long screws I put into this? Or short screws? I'm pretty sure it's short screws, right? I don't think we use the long screws for that. Weight is 3.2 kilos. Yeah, definitely weighty. Cool. And then this goes, I don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing here because I have my chat open with Frether. So there's little diffusers here because there's LEDs there. Oh, that makes sense. Cool. Frether, have you built one yet? Do you like the way it sounds? Obviously, it's probably going to be biased because you're selling the keyboard, but I'm just curious. Can you review some more budget boards like Melgeek? The problem with reviewing Melgeek stuff and all those other brands is it tends to be all the same at the end of the day. And I don't mean to sound rude, and I hope this doesn't come off as mean-spirited or something, but a lot of those more budget brands tend to have the same formula with their keyboards, right? So it's same type of exterior, no, slightly different exterior, same internals, yada, yada, yada. So it gets a little bit redundant reviewing them. Unless there's something crazy different about those things, they end up all being sort of the same. And now, if they were very visually interesting, I'd be more into trying it for, the first time, but a lot of the times they're not that visually interesting either. Again, not trying to be mean-spirited or anything like that. It's just how I feel about those boards. Okay, let's screw this. I like that front badge, actually. That looks pretty sharp. Doesn't Hipio already do that with budget line? I mean, honestly, I think there are definitely different content creators for different lines of keyboards too. I think, as much as sometimes people give Hipio some shit, Hipio does a great job of covering a lot of cheaper boards. with his own style and flair to them. Even switching click does a great job of that too. It's not something that I feel like I need to cover. I just ordered Mirage Mode Envoy. I also have GMK Honor Dark. Ooh, that's gonna be a nice combo. I think Oil Kings would sound good. I've been getting a lot of requests about Oil Kings in the Envoy, so maybe I'll do an Oil King build. Now, I was considering using, if you guys are down, I really want to use Boneyard on this. But, okay, should I plug it in first? I want to see something. Before I put in switches and keycaps. Did I plug it in? Do I have to flash it first? Hold on. Did I plug it in right? Do I have to flash it first? Time for the bone zone? Did you hear the USB connect? I did not, no. Did it not plug in right? Okay, hold on. I might have pulled too hard on it or something. Let's unscrew it and then I'm gonna see what happened. Boneyard, Norse, Dracula would all look good. I think Boneyard's something I'm more interested in. I think Boneyard... Actually, Dracula might look really good on this, too. Let's see. There's a JSON file that we can try. I'm also going to just take off the weight then. I'm going to double check the daughter board. I didn't even double check it. I just kind of put it together, but we'll double check. Serica would be nice. Yeah, Serica might be nice on this too. It's a very pretty looking board though, I gotta admit. I think anything would look nice on this just because it's so... Oh, God, dude. Bro, did I not plug it in? It didn't stay plugged in. I thought I plugged it in. Did I not plug this thing in? I'm so dumb. Didn't I do that? I plugged it in, right? Okay. Thanks. I thought I was going crazy there for a second. Let me make sure it works. You definitely did? Thank you. Oh. Okay. That's pretty cool. Hold on. There's like LED here. What's it look like from the side? Oh, that's kind of neat. Okay. There's some light leak. I would like to see that cleaned up, but I think that's an easy cleanup though. I think that's just like literally if they add a piece of adhesive foam to kind of block that. I think the side light leak is just from the sides, but I can see that as a very easy fix. Oh, this is kind of cool. I like the implementation of RGB on it. This is real. Okay, this is hard to show you guys. Here, actually, I'm going to zoom in. This is really nice. This is facing you, and this is also visible from typing distance. So it's like a good like little accent of it. Here, let me screw in the top here. Like that is a really just... There's a lot of light leak from the side. But I think that can be easily cleaned up with some sort of adhesive pour on or just something. And I think that's very easy to do in the end. So the default brightness is max. I think I would like to see it on max most of the time anyways. But let's see. Hold on. I'm going to play with the VIA file here in like a hot second, guys. Here's the side profile with the LED. Oh, okay. That's like different side profile now. That's pretty tight. It looks cool too because you can kind of see how the LED looks from the top here, but that's a totally different keyboard now. Damn, that's really pretty. That is sharp. Yeah. I'll zoom back out a little bit here. Too zoomed in now. Okay. All right, so I guess the question is keycap time. And then also, I hope this sounds good. All right. Decepticon board. A little bit of a Decepticon board for sure. Okay, I'm just going to tune the spacebar for now, and then we'll go more into detail for tuning afterwards. Ooh, that did, that was a lot of flex happening there. Interesting. Put red on it? No. I think all my stabs need a little bit of extra love and care here, but I'll get that in a second. Let's put all the stuff on first here. Okay, I may need to put those gaskets on under the space bar, but let me just put it together here, and then I'll figure it out from there. Where's the algo? Told ya. Yeah, sometimes you need to, sometimes you don't. But this may be one of those ones where you need to. Yeah, okay, I do. I'm gonna do that right now. What set is this? This is the GMK Boneyard, which is an awesome looking set. I really like it. But it's no longer available. Well, at least I tried. At least I tried. Spacebar sound sounded good. It sounded good without the tabs underneath of it, but we're gonna try the tabs next. It seems like I have to because there's some a little bit of shaking happening of the plate. And I think that's just the FR4 impacting the material, the sides and stuff. So unfortunate, but we'll live. Can you use a set that can be purchased? I feel so bad for someone asking me that. What set would you guys like? I feel bad now. What set would you guys like? Is there anything in particular? I don't have panels yet. I do not have panels. So that might be an unfortunate thing there. There's a way for Gregory. There is a way for Gregory. I don't think Gregory can be purchased, can it? I think, unfortunately... Yeah, it sounds better now. Unfortunately, Gregory is sold out too, right? I have Botanical. Not gonna lie, Botanical's on something already, but if you guys want Botanical... Firefly you can't purchase though, can you? Anything from Novel Keys? What can we use? Technically, this is from Novel Keys. Technically. Space Cadet? Could use Space Cadet. Just go with Boneyards. It looks great, to be honest. Okay, here. I'm going to put it to a vote right now. Wasn't it 50 sub for Instant Gregory? It is. It is technically. I have to obey that rule. Do you guys just want me to use Boneyard? I don't think I have a CRP set readily available. Like, I have to go find one right now. All my CRP's on stuff already. Do you guys just want me to continue with Boneyard? Yes or no? Hold on, I hear something shaking in this. It's only when I screwed it on. I don't like that shaking noise. Maybe it wasn't the gasket. Is it something impacting on the top? Do you guys hear that? It's not the switch. Hold up. Hold up. That's rattling? Yeah, I don't know what that is. Let's find out. I'd rather get it done right the first time before we slap all the caps on. Now it's not rattling, so it's something to do with the top piece. But what could it be? What could it be here? Let's see. I think it actually might be the top right that's rattling here. Nope, not the top right. Yeah, the more screws you put in it, the more it rattles a little bit. I think it has to do with the FR4 impacting the top. Told you it's going to rattle. Well, I mean, the foam shouldn't have anything to do with it. There's nothing we can really do. It seems like it's the top of the case here. What I'm curious about, though... Yeah, you know what? I think it is the top. I think it's the FR4 impacting the top of the case here. No, I don't think it's hitting the silicone diffuser. That's not it. I'm going to try one thing, though. I'm going to try something. Something silly, which I hope that if this works, it will be implemented to the final design of the keyboard, or at least this gets looked into. I'm going to just use some of these little stickers here and then put them along the top of the PCB, the plate here. We'll see. I think it's the plate impacting the top of the case. It's only when we screw it down. Maybe this will give it enough of a buffer so it doesn't happen. Shouldn't be happening regardless, though. I don't think that's a good thing, obviously. Come on, stickers. God, I hate stickers sometimes. That's odd because on my Alube plate it doesn't. Might be the tolerance in the FR4. I noticed the FR4 feather from earlier. I don't know if you were tuned in earlier when I was putting that together. The FR4 is a little funky and didn't have the best tolerances with the stabilizers. Unless it is. I mean, yeah, it's even making that sound now. I wonder if it's just a plate hitting. It sounds like something's being impacted. I don't know what it is. I saw that part. So if it is, the FR4 plate might need to be revamped. And what I think it might help the FR4 plate feather, making the stab cutout holes just larger so they don't interfere with things. I think that might help a lot. It could even just be this part impacting something. Ultimately, though, I'm going to just throw this on the bottom. This might sound ridiculous of me doing this, but I want to rule out everything that I can. Everything that I possibly can, I'm going to try to rule out. I don't think I'll need foam to fix this. But, like I said, I'm going to try to rule out as much stuff as I can. Just a piece of PE on the bottom. Shouldn't impact sound much at all, but I don't know. See, we shall see. The plastic sheet back out is to prevent short circuiting. I could, you know what? Let me just put that first. I forgot about that piece. Let's put that piece first to see if it's just some sort of contact thing with the bottom too, the metal hitting the metal. And then we'll just put this thing back together right now. Did you already touch on the Mech & Co stuff? Such a bummer. Yeah, it is such a bummer for customers. I have very little sympathy for anyone who is in that position and then makes decisions to I guess put themselves or something before anybody else, you know. It's hard for me to have sympathy in that case, and I know that's just like sounds maybe out of touch, but if you know you have responsibilities towards people, then like take those responsibilities seriously. Seems like it's a little better now. Nope. I don't know what's causing that. Hold on. What's up, Clavier? Plate or housing? Oh. You know what? I think it is. No. I think I see what it is. It's the bar on top over here that I think is impacting the plate when you touch it. It sounds like it's coming from this, not from anything else. So one of your silicone diffuser pushing out? I don't know if it's the silicone diffuser though, because the diffuser should be sitting on nothing. Oh, yeah, well maybe right now it was slipping out a little bit, but I think it actually just might be the top bar over here. Let me try something. Where are those other little sticker things, the larger ones I have here? I'm just gonna try this. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, but I'm gonna try it. I dropped it. Yeah, it does sound like the plate impacting something, which is not good. You had that sound with the top though? Yeah, this is so the top piece doesn't get... We have some cushioning for the top piece, or some separation for it at the very least. I just want to make sure it's like not the top frame. I mean, I could be putting all these things on for no reason at all, but I just want to like deduce that it's not the pieces that I think it is. That's all. You had that sound without the top frame? I mean, it's not happening right now. Oh no, it's happening on this side. What on earth is it? Me too. I'm also a little confused. It doesn't sound like it's coming from underneath the board, but you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm just going to do what I wanted to do originally, which is put this piece on as well. What's a good way to put this one here? We're just going to try this. Just let me try this one little thing here. Where's my... Fuck it. I'm just tearing this. I don't care. Okay. We're just going to try this. It is PE foam, but it's underneath and really shouldn't impact the sound of anything. And then we'll see if it's this piece truly. It could not be this piece. Who knows? But that's what we're going to find out. We'll find out now. Like I said, this shouldn't impact sound, if anything, at all. So I'm quite happy that the designer's in the chat right now. I don't think Feather designed it. I think he's vendoring it, but he should pass on all the notes to the designer. Feather, you didn't design it, right? I'm not mistaken. I'm glad Feather's in the chat, though. I think that matters a lot more. You know what? I think you guys are right. It seems that the designer's watching. Okay, I think it was the bottom piece. I don't think it was the top piece. Okay. I think the foam on the bottom, that little layer of foam, is protecting the bottom from impacting, because the plastic sheet's still going to sound like plastic. I do think it was just impacting the bottom as you were typing on it. It seems like it's okay now. Let me put in everything here and then we'll figure it out for sure. So the tolerance of how the plate sits then maybe it's more bouncy with the FR4. Maybe that's what it is, Feather. But it does also look like those little stickers I put on. Okay, I do need to tune all the stabs though. I mean, yeah, it could also be that too, Utoy. I think it might just be. These problems all might be because of the FR4 plate. Because I don't think they would knowingly ship something out that's like all rattly like this. If they didn't already try it. FR4 plate is 1.6 mil. It could be it too. It could also just be sitting lower because of the taller plate. Yeah, the super tight tolerance could be causing that impacting sound that we heard. Well, at least we kind of got it figured out now, which is good. That's good, right, guys? All right. Should have gone ISO. Oh my god. Oh, I do not like the way that stab is taking on this side. Give me a second while I tune all the stabs up nice. Running low on GS3. Okay. How'd Duality go? Much better. I think that sounds way better now. But Duality went well. I think the Duality was a banger of a board. Look, the ISO cap's here to haunt me. It's like, see the mistake you just made? You idiots. Silver linings, you found this earlier than later? Yes, sir. Agree. It's always a good thing when we find out things like this, though. I know people might think it's detrimental to the keyboard stream, but that's the point of these streams. At least I think that's the point of these streams. Is to figure out what's fucked up and what's not. Before they go to anyone's hands. Silver and gray look so good together. GS3 is in the middle, or I guess, so it's not as thick as BDZ from what I understand, but it's thicker than 205. So it's supposed to be like that middle ground of goodness, I guess. I'll tell you, it is a lot easier to apply than BDZ is. I don't know if you can squeeze BDZ out of a syringe. Alrighty. Almost done, guys. Well, there's supposed to be something there. Is it worth using though? I think it's worth using. If you can justify the price for it by knowing that it will probably last longer than some of the other materials you're using to lube stabilizers, then yeah, I think it's justifiable. Can you use BDZ out of syringe? I tried once and it was so thick I didn't personally like it, but if you guys are finding it well out of syringe, then keep doing you guys. I didn't like it personally. It's harder to squeeze dielectric than BD. Is it actually harder to squeeze dielectric? Huh, I didn't have that same finding. If you use push on, it pops off. I've had to get syringes that had screws on it. Oh, interesting. Interesting. You're 9 and 0 wrong. That's the new way it's supposed to go. You guys don't know it, but that's the real way 9 and 0 go. Leave it like that. It's the new meta. It's okay. We'll switch it. I already know there's going to be people outside of Twitch here that are infuriated by it, so I'll take it out. We shall take it out. What caps are these? 9s or Boneyard? I've never actually seen 9 in person, but this is Boneyard. It's one of my personally favorite sets out there right now. Sounds interesting already. I've always thought it was a great set. God damn it, dude. Alex, you're my favorite? Oh my god, don't be too kind to me or I might smile too much, bro. What the heck? What the heck? Print. I don't think there's an F13 with this. Does he toss any foam in this? Technically, I had to toss a little slice of PE foam at the bottom of the keyboard to help break. It shouldn't impact sound, but it's not in between where it normally is, but it's to prevent the keyboard from bottoming out because it was making a noise from doing so. So technically, yes, there is one piece of foam in it, but I unfortunately can't take it out or else the keyboard will sound rattly and shaky and stuff. Did you give the knobby to your dad? I want to take a few more photos of it and then yeah, I'm giving it to him. But I'm putting silent switches in it for him. He actually likes silent switches because he doesn't like his keyboards to have any noise. Here, I'll put an Artisan for you guys. Just pretend the extra foam is another gasket. Yeah, there it is. Oh wait, the Haven Artisan. Oh yeah, dude, forgot about that. Hold on. Here, I'll do this. That'll go here. The Haven Artisan will go there. And then I'll move the print screen here. And I'll put the I think it's called the egg face there. Looking good now, looking good. Man, there's something about the gray on silver that looks so classy and so good. I personally think this is gorgeous. This looks beautiful to me. Oh, I put the N in the wrong spot too. But I might buy some metal artisans in the future. I don't mind the metal artisans as of recent. I just think they're a lot more tolerable to me. Not in a bad way, they're just easier to work with when you're building a keyboard. Where'd the number 1 go? Oh gosh. Oh, here it is. You're the number 1. Oh, okay, you guys both said it at the same time. I prefer silver as of recent. Silver is my favorite. As of recent for any sort of colors for these things. Actually, the spacebar doesn't sound too bad, even with the gaskets on it. Probably don't even need the gaskets on it now that we... Whoa. What is going on? Is something shorting on the bottom here?
Duality hype.
Hold on a sec, guys. Yannick, I know, OMG is right. What the fuck? It's not turning on now. Oh, there it goes. Oh no. It dead? It's not dead, it's just pressing something. I don't know what it's pressing, but it seems to be pressing shift. I don't know why that is. Dedge. The light keeps flickering. Is it the USB? I don't think so. I'll double check. Extreme shit enabled. Get it? Not the smoothest build stream. Definitely not. I don't know if that's like a me thing right now, but no, it's definitely, it could be the switch. It also could be the switch. I don't want to say that it's not, but let me try something. Let me actually open up VIA and I'll tell you exactly what it's pressing like 1,000 times over. Let's just go into VIA quick, go to key tester, and then I will let you guys know. It seems to be something on the left side of the keyboard that's actuating the shift key. It is left shift. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna figure that out later because that's like a PCB thing. Let's see how the keyboard sounds with no foam. I'll see if it's a dead switch because that means I have to desolder some stuff, and truthfully, I don't feel like getting in there. I'll let you guys know. I'll put a Discord noti on what the actual issue is, and I'll also obviously let Frether and the designer know if it's an issue with the PCB or it could be a dead switch. Could be a dead switch too. It's the keycaps. I don't want to say it's the keycaps. Let's see how this sounds with no foam, and then we'll do a revisit of this tomorrow. So let's see, guys. Because it wasn't happening earlier with it when I plugged it in. All right, let's see what this sounds like. That's actually kind of pleasant. That's the cap switches. The cap switches aren't as loud or in your face. I wouldn't say the board's quiet. I'm sure if you put in some like long pull switches, it'll just sound like that, but I wouldn't say the board's quiet at all. I mean, maybe a bit quieter in compared to like something with long pull switches. But this is kind of that sound signature that I was talking about out of cap switches, where it's kind of like low-key pretty nice. The Alphas probably could have benefited from a regular switch. The cap switches, again, they're a little bit lower in sound. But I don't know, I kind of like the general... It sounds like soft raindrops. I don't know, I think this is pleasant. It's very, very nice. It's like soothing almost. I will go in there and figure out what's going on with the keyboard. It might just be shorting on something too. Maybe that's what it is. You know what, fuck it, I'll do it now. You guys want to see me now? We'll just do it now. Screw it. Let's go see what it is. Also, this is the reason why I do not care for hidden screw designs. Hidden screw designs, low-key irritating because of this. We love a long Sunday stream. It's 4 o'clock now. As long as I get off by like 4:30, I should be okay. Alex is a streamer for the viewers? Always. Always, guys. But hidden screw on the Haven TKL makes the back stunning. Yeah, it does look really pretty on this board. It is a very pretty back. It's got a pretty bottom, for sure. Imagine it's just this FR4 PC plate just causing tons of weird oddities with this build. That would be hilarious. Come on, screwdriver. Go in place there. Is there anything odd about... No, everything's good on this side. So, let me plug it in one more time here. And if it starts to short immediately... Maybe it could have just been the placement or something. Maybe it didn't sit nicely. Let's plug it in outside of having the top piece on. And let's find out. Nope, it's typing... It's fine now. Is it really this plate? Like, am I really gonna just sit here and tell you guys it's the plate causing problems? Yeah, I can... Oh, no, it's... Here, let me quickly boot up VIA. Reset. Is it... Oh, no. It's shorting on something on this side. It is shorting on something. I don't know what it's shorting on though. The moment I press this down a little bit, why is the lights changing? I don't know. The moment I press this down, it clicks all the keys in the left side. So it looks like it's shorting on something. But then if I were to just lift this up a little bit. Here, let me reset this quick. The light changes because of caps lock. Yeah, that's how you guys know when it's shorting. Yeah, when you press a little too hard, it shorts. When you press normal, doesn't short. It's the ISO curse. Derek, what's going on, dude? Isn't PE foam conductive? I'm gonna take out the PE foam again. See if it's the PE. You know what it might be though? I think I know what it is. It's the screw from the... Because that's not covered by anything. And actually there's little holes in the PE foam, so it's probably going through that. It's the screw that's not covered by anything from the... I don't know, can you guys see? I have something covering this. It's the screw from the diffuser. Alex, have you checked the screw? The PC part has cut out for the screw. Did I use the wrong screws for this then? I mean, I don't think I had any other screws. Electrical tape? Is there no insulation? I mean, I used the right screws. I'm pretty positive. There's no other screws to use. Perhaps I used the wrong screws. Let me find out. You might have used the PC part upside down. Oh, is there like... Was there different ways to flip these PC parts? Aha, there was. Okay. Let's see if that will make a difference. I mean, it's still poking out a little bit though, Feather. It's not really helping it all that much. Ever so slightly still poking out. We'll see if that makes a difference though. Skill issue, a little bit of a skill issue maybe. We'll see, we'll see. I'm curious if this was maybe causing the rattling too. You know what I would do, Feather? I would just make both sides countersunk. Maybe you should countersink the holes. Wait, what happened? Use countersunk screws. It's still like just ever so slightly outside a little bit, but I'm curious now. Let's take out the PE foam and see if we can just, maybe that was also causing the rattling. I am curious. Nope, we look like we're good, but now we have to put the top piece on. Because the PVC part is too thin, so it'll be hard to make the thread. Yeah. Could be it too. Hello, you want to go in there, buddy? Let's see. Let's see if that helped our problem. Here's to hoping. Could be. Reassuring that even someone who's built literally millions and if not billions of keyboards can make mistakes. Bro, all of us are capable of making errors and mistakes sometimes. It's funny in this case because a small little mistake can make like the world of problems. But yeah, all of us make mistakes, dude. I am not perfect. I've told you guys many a times I fuck up a lot on things. I'm usually very patient and I take my time with a lot of stuff, but you never know. Sometimes you fuck up. Sometimes you don't. It happens. It do happen sometimes. That's a big expectation to be perfect. It is a big expectation to be perfect. The solving can be fun and frustrating. Oh yeah, that got rid of that weird Yeah, I got rid of the pinging too. Well, now we have the mystery. Those little diffuser screws causing all the little problems in the world. Oh boy. Didn't even realize there was two sides to those things. Hey, you want to know something though, guys? If this proves anything, it proves that every keyboard needs a build guide. Every keyboard needs a build guide, dude. That's what this proves. Because I am also not that smart, so. Everyone does. Little things like this could happen. That's the law. It's the law of the land now. All right. Still sounds exactly the same though. So that's the nice thing. Doesn't sound any different from what we had before. It's actually a very pleasant spacebar though. Although I do want to load this in VIA, so let's go download that thing Feather sent me. This is the solderable one. And then let's go into VIA. And then let's go to design and load. And this guy, connect. And then lighting. Where is lighting? And then obviously rainbow. Nice. I got rainbow swirl now. The shine through part has upside down. It was flipped. Yeah, it was flipped. So basically, okay. The problem wasn't the PCB or plate. It was literally the, there's little diffusers in the bottom over here on the side that I had flipped upside down because I didn't realize there was two different ways you can do that. Oh, there's a lot of light bleed with this now. Holy smokes. That's actually still pretty nice. I would still like there to be something to block those. Anyways, the reason why it was rattly and then also had, what's it called? Shorting is because it was touching those screws because they weren't on the countersunk spot. Light bleed should still be fixed. Yeah, light bleed should definitely still be fixed. Even if it's at 100, I'd still like it to lower the brightness. I would still like it though, Feather, if someone did want it at 100. So it didn't do that still. Let's lower the brightness though for Feather. I mean, you can still kind of see it though, Feather, on the top there. It shouldn't be there. This is on 40% right now. It's still, yeah, it's not terrible. It's not awful, but I think that's an easy fix though. That's a super easy fix with some sort of. I'm gonna let the designer work his ass off. Yeah. I think that's like my only criticism for this board, maybe, and then also, I don't know, a better way to screw in those side things so it doesn't happen. But hey, if people watch this video or some other video, they'll understand you need to screw those things in with the countersunk side. My bad. All right, that's the board though. I think it sounds nice. I can't wait for the Haven TKL Group I to run. I think this is a big upgrade visually from the original Haven. I really like this top accent piece a lot. To show you guys that again. I really like that subtle RGB coming through. That's cool. The side profile's fantastic on this. Yeah, no, this is pretty nice. Got to admit. So subtle, mega good, yeah. The back here, I have to unplug it though, so we're gonna ruin our cable. Back's beautiful. Side profile looks hot, even with the RGB off. Looks good, man. Looks super good. Subtle, nice typing, Yannick. So subtle, but mega good. I got you. Yeah, cap switches are typically a little bit more quiet, guys. I like them though. I think they're underrated. They have a unique sound to them. But if you guys were interested in something that's a little bit more... Actually, I'm going to test something here really quick, guys. Just seeing if I mega press down on this, will it activate? It does still. So, okay. Problem not 100% fixed. If I press down hard enough on the shift, it still shorts. Maybe the bottom thing on the that bottom plastic thing needs to extend over the screws further, because it still shorts, as you can see. Perhaps it still needs to. I had a feeling. I had a weird thing. So they're not 100% flush. It was like a little bump. Not as bad as before, though. I think under normal typing experiences, you won't notice that. The flex is, I mean, this is a super comfortable typing experience. It's definitely there. Super comfortable. They got to include tape for the screws. I think that would even be a perfect solution to that too. It could also be the flex, a little bit of flex on the plate too, but man, this is a gorgeous looking keyboard from the side. I didn't even realize that. Hot damn. What's that look like on there? Just the desk. You guys see what I mean by the cool, like the RGB is kind of front facing? That's nice. So the viewer actually, like the person actually getting to view the keyboard gets to see it, opposed to top down or something. The gray caps and the cliff top carrying, dude, this is beautiful. I think this is very pretty. I actually would prefer maybe this to be silver, like a bright silver, like a shiny silver, opposed to the black, but still very, very pretty. That's awesome looking. Damn. Shame about the small problems. I think the small problems are small problems. In itself, like, we have to admit, they're small problems. I hope they get fixed. It seems like, obviously, there's my error there too, but the shorting problem can probably fix very, very simple. It might even be the plate that's causing it to flex too much. I think this is pretty, though. Silver, PVD, you get silver. I can't wait to see what other colors there are for other, honestly. How does it look like 100% darkness? Okay, I'm going to turn off the light from the side here. There's still some light because it's daytime outside. And then I'll turn it to 100% brightness for you guys here. Let's see. Authorized device. Lighting, and then this is 100% brightness now. I think it's kind of classy. You don't even really notice the light bleed until you look on the top. That's the only time you'd really notice it, is from here. But if you're typing normally, you don't see any of that stuff. I still think it needs to be looked into, because you can see this one. This particular light bleed is very evident on this side. So all this. But otherwise, you don't really notice it from where you're sitting. That's pretty, though. That looks really, really sharp. I like that a lot. This has one of the better silvers, I feel. It's nice. It's a beautiful looking keyboard. But yeah, other than the screws still touching ever so slightly, because look, I just shorted it again. Just been pressing down a little bit harder. It's not even that hard I'm pressing. Screws shorting that, and then, I mean, that's an easy fix though. That just needs, the material needs to be fixed, or the screws need to be flatter, or the screws actually need to sink down further down. Does it have bottom? Does it have a bottom out sound? No, it doesn't really have a bottom out sound. You don't hear it, it just touches. Can we get a cheeky young Alex pick? How about this? Tomorrow we're streaming again anyways. How about I show you guys perhaps one as a token of appreciation tomorrow? Let me pick which one I'm going to show you guys, okay? We're streaming tomorrow. I think we have a very long week of streaming ahead of us. We did it, chat? Yes. Thank you guys all so much. I'll show you guys a picture of me tomorrow. That's 2 fingers? No, I went like this. One photo tomorrow. Opposed to showing you guys all of them, I'll show you guys one. What are we doing tomorrow anyways? I'm still happy with the Haven TKL, by the way, guys. The small little issues can be fixed with literally a piece of tape. But still needs to be fixed, in my opinion. Still needs to be fixed. We are doing... Okay, we're doing the Leviathan, however you pronounce it, tomorrow. Then the Molly 60. This is one I'm actually very interested in. The Molly 60. Very, very interested in it because it's a cheaper board. You guys were asking for cheaper ones, so there you guys go. Wednesday, we're doing a Mode 80. And then Friday, we're doing a CW60. Sunday, we're doing something called the... I think it's from Ectosynth. It's the one from Protozoa Studios. And then in that week, too, I think on Friday's stream, we're also going to be looking at another keyboard. So that's going to be prior to me building the CW60. That is called the Nami, I believe it's called, from... well, let me double check. Before I tell you guys misinformation here. It is the... Let me see. Nope, that's not it. 1 second. Kevin from KLC. There he is. It is called the Nori. My mistake. The Nori. And that is going to be from KLC. So that one there I'm actually very excited too, because it's going to be a very cheap keyboard that has some nice little features to it. All right, though, guys. Thank you guys from... wait, which board from Protozoa? Here, I'll tell you guys right now. Protozoa Studios. This feels very nice to type on. Also very important that we don't get to talk about. The Strata TKL. The Strata. That's going to be on Sunday. I'm actually very excited for that one there. That's a beautiful looking keyboard. Beautiful, beautiful looking board. All right, guys. That's pretty much it. I am actually becoming very tired right now. So let's go figure out someone we can... I am actually becoming... That's so loud. Why am I so loud? Let's go raid someone. Been a pleasure as always. Thank you guys for an amazing subathon. We got everything given away. I'll contact you guys throughout the week to get those things, you know, the addresses and stuff all done. But man, we killed it. Raid Voodoo? Let's go raid Voodoo and raid Voodoo Bear. Let's do it. All right, guys. I will see you guys. That was crazy. First stream for me. Thank you so much. Hey, I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. I'll show you guys a picture of me when I was younger tomorrow. But we're going to have a long week of fun streams. So I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for being here, guys. I'll have more stuff to give away soon. Maybe sooner than you think. Wink, wink. See you guys soon. Peace out and love you guys. Let's go raid Voodoo right now. Yeah, there might be one other thing we give away soonish, so you guys will see. Bye, everyone. Take care and see you tomorrow. Good night, everyone.